Let's go.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Irish Hotspur. Of course, this is a big do-or-die game, you'd imagine, for Thomas Frank, for these players, and for our season's hopes, really. If we do win today against Borussia Dortmund, we give ourselves an excellent opportunity of avoiding the playoff rounds. And that can be really beneficial to us because we need to start recovering our form in the Premier League. And I think at this stage, with all of the injuries and everything like that as well, we could do with a few less games this season, to be perfectly honest. So this is a great opportunity for Spurs, a great opportunity for this manager. Let's hope that we can get a really big win tonight. And it's been a while since we've had a really nice, opponent in the Champions League. You could say for the most part, with our home games in the Champions League, that hasn't necessarily been against the most glamorous, high profile of opponents. But Borussia Dortmund is definitely, you could say, one of those that we could hopefully give ourselves that bit of confidence and also just look back on the season as maybe one of the better nights of the season if we were to pick up a win tonight. We are very threadbare, though, by what you can tell by the lineup. We're all confused as to where that extra fullback is playing, and that extra fullback might be either Pedro Porro or Jet Spence. We'll find out which one is going to be asked to venture a bit further forward, but this is the lineup for you guys. We have Vicario in goals. Kevin Danzo and Romero will be our center backs. Romero wearing the captain's armband, with Destiny Udogie, Jed Spence, and Pedro Porro as our extra fullbacks. Not sure which one, though. Like I said, will be asked to be played further forward. And then in terms of the midfield, we have Bergvall, Archie Gray, and Xavi Simmons. And then up front, it is going to be the likes of Odebear, like I said, maybe one of the fullbacks, and then also Dominic Solanke returns to the starting lineup. Hopefully he's ready to play about 90 minutes, or maybe Kolo Muani could come on and relieve him. But in terms of the bench, we have lots of players there. We have Kinski, Brandon Austin, two goalkeepers, Kolo Muani, Dane Scarlett as some of the attacking options in terms of strikers. Calamola Sessi makes the bench. Teenan Thompson, who's actually having a really good year in the under-21s. He's a very dynamic, fun winger to watch. Then we have Hardy, Junai Byfield, who's a young center back, Luca Williams-Barnett, one of my favorite names in all of football, Yusuf Afkramic, and then Roswell, who I think is a defender, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's played fullback and centre back along with Maliki Hardy as well for the under-21s this season.
So you'd like to see one of them be given some minutes tonight. In any scenario, let's say we're down, by a lot of goals, at least allow them to come on, get some minutes in their legs. Or if we do find ourselves in a position where some of these guys will be needing, a rest or a break because, we already have a game on the weekend against Burnley. You hope that maybe Luca Williams-Barnett, Anola Sessi, Teenan Thompson could maybe come in off the bench for one of these starting players. Let's get to some of the people in the house, see what they have to say. But Dave, do you have any guesses as to where maybe Jed Spence or Pedro Porro might be playing? Do you think there's a chance of a back five, maybe? Like maybe Jed Spence plays as a center back and then one of them maybe is pushed out to wing back? Like, do you have any theories as to how the team will actually shape out?
I wonder, are we going to mirror what Dortmund set up like? They set up with a back five, and I just wonder, are we going to sort of mirror that? Wing back on wing back, three centre backs, midfielders on midfielders, and sort of be a man for man sort of game today.
Yeah.
I wonder, is that going to be the case? And the logic behind it would be that Romero probably plays right or left, and then one of the fullbacks, either Spence or Dogie, come in and play the opposite side with Danzo in the middle, because as good as Danzo is defensively, and I really like Danzo, by the way, he's a no-nonsense centre-back. On the ball, he's not great. And, I think, we've seen time and time again, teams are happy to leave Danzo on the ball, waiting for him to almost make a mistake or give away possession with a sloppy pass or a heavy touch, and then look to play in behind the gap that he's exposed. So I wonder, is that the case? But maybe it's not. Maybe it is a case where he is going to play his usual 4-2-3-1, and Solanke obviously doesn't have 90 minutes in him today, and maybe he'll be hauled off at some point to bring in Kolo Muani. It's one of them. It's unknown, but we've seen it time and time again this season in terms of, there's been a lot of speculation around it, but then ultimately he's just ended up rolling out with the 4-2-3-1, so it'd be interesting to see what the lineup is today. Look, we can sit here and, try and stab a gas at it like we've done, but the reality is we'll only know when they shape up and what way they line up for kickoff. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah,
it'd be interesting. But I do hope some of these youngsters do get some minutes off the bench today. They've been in and around the squad, travelled to a lot of Champions League games, but never actually seen any minutes. So it'd be nice to see a couple of them get some minutes today and see what they can offer.
Yeah, there have been so many times and that was even the case under Ange, even during the Europa League, where there were so many times where it felt like, come on, just give one of these young guys just a chance. Not like we're asking for 45 minutes or something like that. Just give them 20 minutes. Give them, a few, don't throw them in, in the last like 20 seconds. Give them a good 10, 15 minutes in the game, especially when players are starting to tire anyways. And I think Ange, to his credit, actually in that Elfsborg game, did rely on his youngsters to come in and actually won him the game, but we didn't really see that, I think, often enough. And then in Thomas Frank's case, there's been absolutely no opportunities for any of the youngsters. Luca Williams-Barnett was given like 5 minutes or something like that against one of the teams in the Champions League, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe I think it was Doncaster Rovers in one of our home games in the cup. But there's been very few opportunities for any of our young players at all this season. I think Dane Scarlett, right, when one of the, might have been against Copenhagen, if I'm not mistaken, he came on, did an excellent job, then wasn't rewarded at all for that good performance, was then dropped once again. So it would be nice to see Thomas Frank, especially if he's pretty much already on the cusp of getting sacked anyways. Give some of these young guys, an opportunity, and maybe even save your bacon a little bit, or at least, go out on a high of knowing that you did give maybe some young players a dreamlike opportunity.
Well, that's the thing. I think, with what he's got and the way they're currently performing for him, why not?
Nothing to lose.
Exactly. Nothing to lose, Jack. Why not give some of them an opportunity, even if one of them takes it, and then you bring them into the squad. Sometimes just that sort of energy and, sometimes an academy player coming in and putting pressure on some of the senior players, all of a sudden they start looking at it and go, we're not going to have him outshine us, so let's up our game here, you know what I mean? And so I think he's got absolutely nothing to lose to throw a couple of them in and have a look at them to see what they can sort of offer. But look, in general, looking at that lineup tonight, it is going to be a tough task. Archie Gray and Solanke do not have 90 minutes in them. We've got two teenagers in the centre of midfield tonight. A lot of the squad is, Simmons is also carrying a knock coming into today's game. So it's going to be a tough evening. But if them youngsters do take the pitch, I do hope that the crowd inside the stadium don't get on their case and start, hurling boos down from the stands and stuff like that. Because realistically, if they are on the pitch come the end of the game, it's not their fault, the situation we find themselves in. So I do hope a bit of common sense prevails around some of these youngsters tonight.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think you were saying that maybe with Sam in the group chat, earlier on this morning, about giving them that opportunity and just kind of showing them that faith and that kindness. Very funny comment here, though, from Lazy 8. Nick is saying, so you're saying this is a great opportunity to get fewer games on the schedule this season? I completely agree.
Yeah, but that's the importance. Like, you look at it tonight, you look at the Champions League table, Dortmund are in 10th, we're 11th, we're 1 point, 1 point getting off inside the top 8, depending on how results go, but you'd like to think one or two of them teams will sort of drop points this week. So, I mean, the opportunity is there. All of a sudden, you're inside the top 8 and you have a chance getting out. Yeah. You've got Frankfurt with your last game of the season. You'd fancy taking something from that then at that point. And then all of a sudden, you have something to look forward to. But what we do not need is then 2 extra fixtures in February, in amongst the likes of the North London Derby and stuff like that. Because with the amount of injuries we're carrying, we're at the same point we were last season where you have to pick and choose. And we know how that went down. And it's not going to go down very well this year either. So we need to try and get out inside that top 8. It's of utmost importance. And I know if we do, it will keep Frank in the job longer. But I'm not prepared to roll out a manager just for the sake of being dumped out of the Champions League. I want to go through tonight. And I would hope many fans want to win tonight and go through inside the top 8.
100%. Shem Tan, good to see you in the house as well. Hey, Jack and Dave, don't watch games anymore. Just been listening to you guys with your dulcet tones, letting me know how we've been doing. Can't watch this team anymore. Hopefully we win. Why is Spence in midfield and not Poro? We're not sure, really, Shem. I think we'll find out. You'll be listening to us and analyzing with us, what the team might be shaping out and looking like. But we're not really even that sure, to be perfectly honest, what the team shape will be looking like tonight, to be honest with you, because it could be a back 5. I think that kind of popped into my head, and I think Dave kind of confirmed that as well, because Dortmund will be playing a version of a back 3, back 5, 3-4-3 type of formation. And it could be the case that Jed Spence or Poro might be dropping into a back 3, and then the other one gets to play more as a wing back. Then you might have Xavi Simmons playing as some type of maybe left winger, kind of cam-like role that maybe is asked to push a little bit further out wide with Odegaard on the other side, and then Solanke through the middle. Could be Graham Bergvall as more the sitting kind of two midfielders in a back five type of shape. So we'll find out. We'll find out what the team shape will be looking like in about 15 minutes time. Big up to you, Shemtan. And I understand that it's hard to watch the team at the moment, but we do appreciate that you still stick by us and you're still watch along with us.
Yeah.
So we do appreciate you, Shemi.
Legend.
Harmless Potatoes in here as well. Good to see you, Harmless. Come on, you Spurs. Tom Lowry, Frank out by any means necessary. Del Boy, good evening, Dave and Jack. Let's hope for a miracle tonight. Come on, you Spurs. Artist T, Dropkick Your Teacher, thought I was being crazy, Del Boy, by saying that maybe we'll get an Elfsborg evening and that, who knows, one of the youngsters to come in off the bench and save our bacon, or somebody might just have one of those special performances that could give us something to cling on to this season, because it feels do or die for this manager right now, but it also just feels do or die really for this season right now. So that's where I'm kind of clinging on to a bit of hope and a bit of happy clapping juices, and that when the top gets going and you are kind of in these do or die type games, sometimes you do see reaction from your players. Sometimes you do see, you know, the guys all of a sudden kind of stand up for themselves. And I think Dermatron said it earlier, it's almost a siege-like mentality today with these players. We know that Dortmund are a very good side. They've fallen off the last few years, but this season they've actually been a lot better than what they have in recent seasons. And under Niko Kovac, they've been easily one of the second best, if not probably definitively the second best team in the Bundesliga, you could say, this season. So they're a good outfit. They're a strong side. So if Spurs
7 games unbeaten.
We were to pick up a win today, it'd be absolutely huge at the end of the day.
It'd be huge. But what I will say is I do want to see Romero grab the game by the scruff of the neck, grab this team by the scruff of the neck. Of course, he can't make them all play well, but I want to see him bollocking players. I want to see him, you know, giving instructions to likes of Gray and Bergvall in front of them, you know, positioning them and stuff like that. Because one thing I was let down by Romero heading into the West Ham game, and I don't know if anyone else copped it, when they got into the huddle before the game, Ben Davies gave the team talk. Why is he giving the team talk when Romero's wearing the captain's armband? So I want to see him step up tonight. You know, this is a night where you badly need your captain to, you know, corral everybody, you know, to go out there and put in a good performance. So it's a huge test to someone like Christian Romero's captaincy tonight.
100% agree with that. Just going to get to some other comments here. Might have to refresh my chat. I can still see what you guys are saying, though. Evening, guys. Lee Harvey is saying, can you tell what the formation is? Come on, you Spurs. We're speculating. It could be a 4-2-3-1, like what some of the outlets have put out. I think like that's the case on Google. When you look up the team sheet, they're putting Jed Spence as one of the wingers. I'm kind of starting to lean towards maybe there's a chance it's a back five, back three type formation tonight, because that's what Dortmund could be going with, Lee Harvey. And then you could see us try to more or less match that and go man for man, like Dave was saying. And then that would mean that either Pedro Porro or Jed Spence is playing as a right wing back tonight, with then Destiny Udogie on the other side playing as a wing back. I personally, Dave, I wouldn't see anything that wrong with that at the end of the day. Like his options are so limited anyway. So what's really, you know, the issue with going with some sort of type of formation that you feel like you can match the opposition with? And then in that case too, no one's necessarily playing in a totally uncomfortable position. Like it would be uncomfortable for a Jed Spencer, a Pedro Porro to be asked to play a winger's role. Whereas if you did a back five, playing a wing back role might be a little bit easier on them.
Yeah, I would think if it was a back four, I would think he would roll Mawani out there on one of the other wings. I'd be very surprised if he ends up throwing a full back in there and wing, and that's what does make me sort of lean towards a back five. And you got to remember, at the end of the day, if we draw, it's not the worst result in the world. You still give yourself a glimmer of hope going into Frankfurt of getting outside and, you know, inside that top 8. Slim chance, but you still give yourself a chance. And if we know our manager the way we do, he is more of a pragmatist. It probably makes sense to step up in a back five with the amount of injuries we have, and, you know, to try and play, you know, a defensive style tonight and look to hit them on the counter. And I think that's the way this team is set up if we know Thomas Frank the way we do. Yeah. You know, he does like to call them these special operations. So maybe that's what we're seeing tonight.
Yeah, maybe we'll see a special operation tonight. Big up to George Hill. Good to see you, Georgie. And thank you for the support, by the way, Lee Harvey. George. We do appreciate you. George Hill saying, evening, lads. Hope you're keeping well. Hopefully we show up and play today. Interesting lineup. Don't care if it's a back four or a back five, to be perfectly honest. Just want to see some intent tonight, as well as some youngsters be able to play. Come on, you Spurs. I think a lot of people would agree with your summary and your expectations going into this game, Georgie Hill. That's a very good comment from yourself. Ed Sweeting's in here. Evening all, hoping for a miracle. I think Udogie could also be playing on the wing. Can't rule anything out, you know, with the formation tonight. Dan Coys, always good to see you, Dan Coys. Hopefully everything's good with you, my friend. Ribsy85 saying we actually going to play football today. I hope so, Ribsy.
I hope so.
I hope so. Let's just hope and pray, really. Andrew Burnett, good to see you, Andrew. Hopefully everything's good with you. Skunkwork saying City put in a split by Bodo Glimt. It's only Bodo boys. Yeah, I mean, now the way that Bodo Glimt completely dismantled them, maybe we were pretty fortunate to get away with just a draw in that game, but we clawed our way back, unlike City. Morlar's in here. Good to see you, Morlar. Chris is in the house. Neil George is in the house. Big up to you too. Mark is in here as well. Mark Army. Sebas Wolf, even if we sack him, it's still come on you Spurs, 100% at the end of the day. Outer S Fasare, I think if Frank manages to get this team into the top 8 of the Champions League, then he deserves some. I mean, yeah, I would say we were pretty much before even one game of the Champions League got kicked off. You were saying that would be a huge feat to get us into the qualifying rounds and avoid the playoff rounds of the Champions League. Because you look at the teams that are in the top 8, no mugs in the top 8, all very, very good sides and outfits. I think we are fortunate to have a pretty easy schedule, but you have to beat what's in front of you. It is still the Champions League. It is still the highest tier and highest caliber of football that you can play. And strangely enough, under Ange and under Thomas Frank, we just seem to be a much better team in Europe than we have been domestically. It's like all of a sudden just a whole different team shows up, a whole different mentality shows up. We actually a lot of times have seen attacking football in the Champions League or in the Europa League. So it's just been a whole different Spurs really in Europe. Let's hope that continues tonight, to be honest.
23 games unbeaten in Europe at home. You know, there's every chance we can make it 24 tonight, even with a draw. But look, I think with the Champions League, though, Jack, it's self-motivating. Every player wants to play in it. So when the big game comes around, you know, they probably are more motivated for it than they are maybe the Premier League games, especially with the way the Premier League is going. You know, sort of every game you walk out now, you have less and less motivation the longer it goes on. And the longer you stay in Europe, all of a sudden you start looking up at Europe more than you do the Premier League. And it's exactly what happened last year with all the injuries and everything else we carried last year. And, you know, where we were sitting in the Premier League, it was a decision inside the club to bin it off and focus on Europe. You know, and I think we're probably starting to enter the same situation now the longer this season goes on.
Yeah, I definitely agree with a lot of that.
Just give me 1 second. I just have to go and let the missus in. She's down at the door there. She should come in.
No, that's all right. That's all right. Good timing. Just before kickoff as well. Get a little drink in, you know, get pumped up, get a little kiss from the missus. Definitely what you need before what should be a crazy game, you would imagine. Chris Spurs saying, not confident at all tonight. Frank out. Listen, man, I'm Frank out, but at the end of the day, I still want us to win. I would love Frank to win the next 7 games, 8 games. You know, I don't really care about being proven right or wrong about a manager. I just want us to win football games, and eventually it just gets frustrating where you just know that maybe time's up for a guy. But at the end of the day, I would love for Frank to turn things around. Big up to you, Chris, though. Hopefully everything's all good with you, my man. Hopefully you're also recovering from that injury that you only had a couple of weeks ago, my man. Lee Harvey saying City have lost to Bodo Glimt 3-1 tonight. It was a crazy game, man. Bodo Glimt could have easily put 5-6 in the back of the net. I mean, they absolutely dismantled Man City. Makes our result against them maybe not look as bad, really, on paper. Miracles can happen. 100% outer as sorry. Miracles can easily happen, especially with Spurs in Europe. I think we've seen some incredible performances from Spurs in Europe. We've seen a whole different team. So I would be amazed and really happy to see us beat this Dortmund team. Like, I'm kind of, in a way, fearing for the worst, but at the same time, I would not be that surprised if all of a sudden we just saw a much better performance from them in the Champions League tonight, because it's just been a totally different case and scenario for Spurs. For some reason, we really seem to show up and turn up in these European games, and that was the case under Ange, and I think for the most part, that's been the case under Thomas Frank as well. We've picked up some good results, and we've been able to play much better football in this competition for whatever reason. I can't even really explain it, but I'm just observing what I've seen. Jay Bear is in the house. John's in here. Good to see you, John. Hopefully everything's good with you, my man. Krusty Seaman, that's a great name, saying just saw this lineup. Are we playing Spence in the wing? I don't know. Isn't Udogie a bit better going forward and link up play? Curious to see. Come on, you Spurs. We'll find out. We'll find out, Krusty. It's just, I think Dave was spot on by saying we might be just trying to match Dortmund's formation and going with a back 3, back 5, a 3-4-3, something similar shape-wise to maybe what we saw under an Antonio Conte. I would expect Jed Spence to probably form the back 3 with Romero and Danzo, and then you'll have probably Pedro Porro playing as more of a right wing back, Justin Udogie as a left wing back, Xavi Simons maybe on the left wing of the 3-4-3, or maybe being asked to play a bit more central, but then maybe out of possession will sort of sit in as more of a three. I think even against, was it against Arsenal that we lined up as a back five, back three, kind of 3-4-3 type formation? I think we did. I think against Arsenal we saw something like that. So yeah, I wouldn't rule it out. I wouldn't rule it out, to be perfectly honest. C4, always good to see you, my man. I think this is one of the biggest points you brought up, Jack, in the pre-match, is that Frank hasn't mentioned the lack of reinforcements once. We still have no midfield and are minus 10 down on loans and sells. I mean, Frank is, as much as people as much as people saying that the squad isn't good enough or that the players aren't good enough, Frank in the very beginning of the season said that he thinks it's a very, very strong squad that could pick up momentum after winning the Europa League. He made this out to be a much better squad than maybe some of the fans would like to admit. So Thomas Frank seems to think it's a good squad. I think we could easily have conversations about it not being good enough for where we truly want to be, but I don't think it's as bad as how he's made it look in the past few weeks or so. I'm just watching the players shake hands and get ready here. Romero carrying the banner. And we're only a few minutes away from kickoff, everybody. So do get ready to sync up, link up with us. Looking forward to it. I like the do or die games. You know, they always make it entertaining, always make it a spectacle, whether it goes the right way or the wrong way. So good to have you here with us. Close to, I think, around 200 people in the house. So if you can, smash the like button, please. Does help us out a ton. If you want to throw in your opinions, we'll happily address them, during the game. And if you do want to support the channel, consider becoming a member. And thank you guys for being here with us. Looks like I'm seeing Paul Connor in the house saying, who's vice captain tonight? If Romero gets sent off, I think Romero has to stay on the pitch, Paul Connor, because we have no reinforcements off the bench. Romero has to stand tall tonight. He has to be that captain. When things get rough, when the writing's on the wall with a manager, when things aren't looking good for your team and for your club, this is when your captain really has to stand up and be the mature one, be that role model, be that guy that people can look towards as the one to see as the model of good play, the model of maturity, and just be someone that can be that warrior for you, really. Romero's going to need to stand tall tonight, especially if we are going to be put under the cosh by this Dortmund team. If we end up being the team that's going to be under pressure, dealing with waves and waves of attacks from this Dortmund side, we're going to need Romero to have an absolute incredible game. And also just in possession, we know just he is the guy with how poor our football is and how few chances we actually create. We need Romero to be on the game, both defensively, but in possession tonight, Paul. So please, no red cards, Romero, please, none.
Yeah. Can't afford
Then again, he might, probably in the opening minutes, probably lay in a pretty fierce challenge on someone like a Garassi or something. He usually likes to send the message pretty early on in games, Romero.
Come on, Rami. We need a big game from our Capitan tonight.
Our defenders are the only ones who score anyway, so we definitely need Romero to basically do everything. We need him to defend, we need him to create, and we need him to score, because the only players that seem to score in this team are the defenders.
It's good to see us in the all-white. Danzo looks huge in the all-white. He looks like a unit.
And also, Thomas Frank definitely isn't complaining about the lineup tonight because he has his two favorite long throwers in the team. He's got Bearsfall and Kevin Danso. He's spoiled for choices in terms of the long throw.
It'd be interesting to see what a midfield of Bergvall and Gray give us. Does it give us more energy? Do we get forward with a lot more bodies and stuff? It'd be very interesting.
Danzo masterclass, says Tyler. Let's hope so, man. I love Kevin Danso.
We're going to go a long ball straight from kickoff. Let's see how we get on. Can we put them under immediate pressure? Back to Vicario. Where is he going to pump it long? To nobody. Let's see if we can pick up the second ball.
Good poke away by Archie Gray.
Danzo back to Romulus. Romulus is playing on the left side of the two.
You can hear the fans in the opening minutes, though. They're cheering on the players. Big come on, you Spurs. Kevin Danzo with a nice ball behind. Solanke.
Oh, lucky dumb.
Ref,
come on, ref. It's shoulder to shoulder. Fuck off. Starting already with shit decisions. It's only 30 seconds into the game. It's shoulder to shoulder. It's not Solanke's fault. The guy doesn't go to the gym. Thomas Frank already pointing backwards.
He's already moving his magnets around, Thomas. Getting nervous.
Come on, big game tonight. Please, Tottenham, do not let us down. I'm begging you. Oh, ref, we're going to let him waste another 30 seconds to take this free kick as well. Come on now. He's slowing the game down.
Why is it taking so long?
I don't know, Jacko. There we go, finally. That's just 1 minute wasted on a free kick there. Well done, ref, prick. Oh, no. Adiem, he's already in behind here. Can someone stop him?
Well
Pedro
done,
Porro
Pedro.
comes across, makes a good challenge, does a good bit of skill there.
Gives it away.
Bergval, Danzo, the ball's bouncing around like it's on a tennis court. It's insane. So it does look like a back four with... He's playing over the left here. No. Back five. Jed Spence playing as a... Oh, no, Destiny Adogi playing as a left-sided centre-back with Spence playing left-back. So it's looking like a back five setup, everybody. Well done, Destiny Adogi. Well done, kid. Good strength. Lays it off to Jedi Spence-tacular, but we've got no one forward. This is the problem when we do get the ball now.
And then Jed Spence never wants to go down the outside. He always is looking to come back inside, which might hurt us here.
Oh,
good
great
challenge
challenge.
from Xavi Simmons.
Come on, Gray, get stuck in. Well done. Spence, you have to go down the line. Defeat Solanke.
That's all right.
The problem is with this formation, it's going to be very frustrating in possession because everyone's sitting so back. You don't have enough options going forward. But, you know, hopefully it's one of them. They sort of build into the game.
I also would have maybe felt more comfortable with Destiny Udogi being asked to do the wingback role. I just wonder if that's down to maybe Udogi doesn't have the legs to do it. He might just have to play center back.
Does he have the fitness to get up and down?
Yeah, that might be it. Because I would imagine Thomas Frank would prefer Udogi to play as the left wing back.
Plus, I'm assuming maybe he wants that left footer as a centre back so that when they're in possession, they can progress the ball, maybe. And that's just thinking. Porro goes with the ball up for Wilson.
Odebear, just a little.
The centre back just comes across very well there, deals with it. Can we get up and pick up the second ball? We do. Pedro Porro looks for a switch.
Pinging it all over the place, Pedro.
It's a great fucking ball. It's a great ball. Come on, Jedi. Come on, odd boots. Plays it backwards to Udogi. Onto Archie Gray. Can Archie Gray get this switch of play going? Chooses not to. Onto Romulus. Romulus out to Destiny. Destiny onto Simmons.
Oh, good turn by Simmons.
Good turn by Simmons. Someone help him. Someone give him a passing option. Jesus Christ. All standing there. No one giving him an option in possession. Got to deal with this, Gray.
Running at us. Well done, Archie.
Do you want to turn that on? Not yet. Okay. By the way, everyone, today my sweet of choice is Tropical Skittles. Rate them in the comments for me out of 10. Please do let me know. But they're quite tasty. I need the sugar to keep me awake. Spence. Oh, free kick to Dortmund.
Now you can only hear the Dortmund crowd.
We've gone quiet already.
Yeah. I mean, the Germans are a bit like the Turkish in that they are just pretty relentless.
10 out of 10 says 24Z. Tyler's gone with a 7. Logan's gone with 10. They're quite popular. Nice. Happy days.
Great choice, Dave, says Logan THFC. Sounds like Logan's got ball knowledge of the Skittles.
I can't find the originals anywhere. It's like they're not being sold anymore. It's a joke.
That's funny.
Shortage in Ireland of original Skittles.
Yeah,
I should get a batch sent in to me. I'll be able to make a fortune.
Game's gone. Can't even get normal Skittles anymore.
Honestly, man, the supply chain is mad. You can barely get Diet Coke over here anymore. It's gone ridiculous. Vicario deal with that.
Well, get it out. Get it out.
Right, let's pounce.
Here
we go. Jet Spence, Odebear on the overlap. You got to feed him now. He's waited too long. He's waited too long. Good ball. Play him inside. Get your head up. Xavi Simmons. Oh, it's cut out. It's just an underhit ball, really, from Wilson Odebear. It is cut out by Svensson, but that is a good attack. Tottenham build it up lovely. Jed Spence this time down the right-hand side. Plays Wilson Odebear, and it's a lovely ball in behind. He's onside. Wilson Odebear, if he could just get his head up and play that with a bit more pace on it.
Yeah, needed more pace on that. You're spot on, Dave. It was actually...
it's pace on it. We're in.
He directed it perfectly to Xavi Simmons' feet. Just had no pace behind it. Completely agree.
It's always the same about passing, though. It's either underhit or overhit. It's never perfectly weighted.
No.
Corner kick to Tottenham, though. Hopefully we can get Dom, Danzo, Romero after this.
Now you can hear the Spurs fans. They're getting loud again.
Porro puts this one right up in the air. Romero back across. Great choice to flick it.
I think should hit it with his foot.
Yeah, hit it on the volley, Jacko. You know, if that was pro clubs, that's exactly what I'd be doing.
That's our top goal scorer right
there.
Play
Bergval. Good ball. Now Bergval playing. Let it get in.
Out wide
get
to
it
Pedro. Pings
it's a good ball. Cleared. I think that's Garassi, is it?
Yeah. Adieme here. Win this.
Take him
Well
out, well
done. Xavi Simmons.
Oh, well done,
Good
Xavi.
turn.
Someone run. Who's that stopped running there? So annoying. He got the ball. You make a run in behind. He stops running. It means he has to go sideways and backwards.
One thing you
Bergvall.
have to love about Xavi Simmons, though, is he really does not fear at all putting his foot in. I mean, he got a red card against Van Dijk, so we know that he doesn't. He's not afraid to put a foot in, but he's gotten stuck in tonight so far. Oh,
Look,
good
don't get me
turn by
wrong.
Jed.
Oh, well done. I give my forward players a certain nice. Oh, go on, Jedi. Come on, Jedi. Someone help him.
Top of the box.
Bang it, Rummy. Bang it, Rummy. Bergvall. Good ball out to Porro.
Xavi.
Flip it in, Xavi. Oh, great ball. Porro pulls it across. Oh, he's got to pull that back. Who's that standing there on the edge of the there? He's got to pull it back there.
Didn't find him. He's got to find him there.
Oh, it's a poor option there from Xavi. It's a great ball by Xavi Simmons. It's poor from Pedro Porro picking out that. He tries to feed Solanke. Who's that's made the run? He's just got to feed it back. Gets a shot on goal there.
I mean, Solanke gets right in front of him. It's Solanke, if anything, if he found Solanke there, could have gone in the back of the net.
Yeah.
He just missed. He just didn't hit him.
Oh, here we go.
Kevin Danzo, long throw.
Oh, it's a good one. Rummy. Porro flicks it back out to Danzo. Just hoosh it back in. Bergvall flicks it in.
Oh, tough ask.
Yeah. It's not a bad start by Tottenham,
Really
though. The opening 7 minutes.
Really good start.
Better than what any one of us would have considered anyway. Come on, Spurs. Let's bloody go.
Nick saying it's almost like someone has told this lot to start playing football. Well, I did say, Nick, when it is kind of do or die for the manager and for the season, you might see that reaction from the players. Solanke, great pressure. You will see a reaction from the players.
Oh, Rummy gets bossed. Danzo, this free kick.
Even if they don't believe in the manager, they know that they're also under pressure, these players. They don't want their season to be ended early. They don't want the fans just to continue to feel like they're going to lose every game. Eventually, the players will react as well. And we've seen it even against Villa, right? Against Villa, they were 2-0 down. They got absolutely destroyed. But in the second half, they stood up for themselves. They came out. So this is what really it is. You'll see reactions from these players. They have some, I'd like to think they have some sort of backbone.
You would like to think anyway. But look, we'll see how we get on today.
Yeah, only a few minutes
the players
in,
would want to fight for it. Like, none of them want an exit out of the Champions League, right? None of them want to play the 2 extra games. So there's a huge incentive for these guys to avoid the 2 games and get into the top 8 and get out that way.
And against a big opponent, as well. A team that they'll...
At the end of the day, they all signed on here because they want to play Europe, So you'd hope that... Well, Vicario, please don't do something with... Thank you.
Good clearance for once.
Spence well kept in. Solanke. No, Lino. No, Lino's kept it in, you donkey.
Good header from Jed Spence.
That's a poor decision from the line of that.
It's also probably the furthest I've ever seen Vicario clear it with his left foot.
He was making you nervous there, Jacko. I'm not going to lie.
Normally, he barely gets it off the ground with his left foot. Good pressure from Gray. They're able to get out. Cycle it to... Good interception from Pedro Porro. Good read. Odebear. Pedro Porro's made a long-busting run.
Play him.
Odebear going all by himself. Still going by himself. Oh, there's something in that, ref.
That's soft. He's not even touched him. His hands are up in the air. His hands are up in the fucking air. Oh, my God. These referees are just looking to give decisions left, right, and center. It's disgusting.
Oh, my God. He's just absolutely bought that.
How can you give the decision when the guy's hands are up in the air like that?
Didn't even touch him. Didn't even touch him. I agree, Tyler. He leaned on him a bit, and then he
breathed on him, Jack.
Yeah. The way he...
must have had garlic before kickoff.
So dramatic. It was just too dramatic to believe that he actually fouled him like that.
Win big here. Danzo, you got to win that, man.
Well
Go
done,
on, Lucas.
Lucas.
Runs it out of play.
Probably a really good night for anyone that owns an off license in the Tottenham area, because we know the German fans like to have their beers beforehand. Maybe Beavertown had a very good night.
The prices some of them are charging, I feel like a lot of fans probably aren't going there anymore.
Any local off license guys had an absolute field day.
Oh, for sure. Cold weather as well. How many people are chipping in there for a bit of whiskey?
They sell pretty good German beers in those off licenses as well.
Tottenham throw in here, is it? Enrique says that was a ridiculous one. I agree, man.
King Hoddle saying we are playing like Prime Madrid on steroids. I think that's gone a little bit far there, King, but I like the enthusiasm.
Problem is, though, we got to learn to start scoring and taking advantage when we are on top of games. There's another 100-hit pass. Holy shit, I'm getting sick of it. How many? How many do I have to sit here and witness? Good ball, Rummy.
I'll get turned, you doggy.
Yeah. Simmons.
Sir!
Gotta be a free. Spence looking to carry this. Go on, Spence. You got the beating of him. Corner kick. Right, we'll have that.
Piece.
Let's go. Set piece FC. We know what we are. Come on. $24Z. How many Fs for F's sake? And it's
what's
like
the over under? What's the
you
over
know
under?
me.
I mean, the fewer the better. 24Z. That's probably an indication that we'll be playing well if we don't hear too many.
Right, let's get a good delivery here. Let's send the boys after it. Let's send the oil rig workers after it on our big oil boat. It's a good delivery. If you didn't get that header, oh, we're on here. Oh, he doesn't make it.
Touches it to himself.
Yes, it's Rummy. Rumble.
Oh, I knew
Boom! Come on! It is the Romulus! Ah, let's get in there. My leader, my captain. Come on!
The captain. Man, the myth, the legend. It's Romulus.
Oh!
It's actually a pretty hilarious shithouse.
Rom bomb 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 dee dom the rom bomb. Come on!
It's a good scrappy goal. Odebear swings and misses.
Oh, I mean,
this is
wild.
Helps himself out because
that's wild. That swing.
And then Elvis helps him, and
he just drills it. It's actually a great finish from Romero. The ball's actually behind him. It's a fucking great finish.
Yeah.
Look at this. The ball is just whipped across. It's behind him, and Rom bomb.
Right.
It's a great finish. Oh, boom. Eat that one. Come on, guys. 1-0 to the good. When our backs are against the wall, Tottenham turn up. Let's put this pressure on the club every week. Come on.
Just hit it into the mixer, Odebear, and then it's who's there? Mr. Romero.
Oh, Rom
we all
bomb.
said we're going to need him to defend, create, and score tonight. We're going to need him to do everything, Romero.
And assist. We're going to need him to play them lovely balls over the top as well. Rum bum dee dum rum bum Romulus.
Lazy 8 saying, "Hey Gemini," you know, a version of Siri. He's saying, "What's the record for the amount of times a team has kicked the air in a single season?" Seriously, it might be the most I've ever seen in a single season for us, Nick.
Wilson Odebear's one was wild. He nearly broke his own leg swinging at it that hard.
And it might be, you're right, Nick. Maybe the 5th or 6th time we've seen Odebear do that, just completely swing at air. Charlison has had a few of those this season. Completely just misses the ball entirely.
Well, that'll calm down the nerves. It's a great finish. It's behind them as well. That's what I love about it. Like, let's not forget, notoriously centre-backs can barely kick a football. This guy's just like a striker. It's unbelievable. It's a great finish. 2 defenders in front of him as well. Holds one of them off and buries it. And then he's giving us this. Let's go, Romy. Whatever this means.
It's a classic Frank goal, too, with the winger just smashing it into the danger area and just hoping that someone just finds a foot and gets
one thing you cannot deny Romero, he loves Europe. He loves playing in it. He's looking for a second here. I can feel it.
Whip it in, Xavi.
It's gone back post. It's Rummy again. Move out the way, Danzo. Oh, move out the way, Danzo. Let Romero have it. Get up, Lucas. Good header.
Romero,
Rummy.
Have a hit.
He does as well. He's listening to you, Jack. He's got an earpiece in. Giving him life feed.
Romero, he wants a hat trick.
Come on, Spurs. That's it. Good pressure. Don't let them out here.
Well done,
that's it, Barfa. Oh, he bodies Garassi.
Oh,
absolutely bodies him. Oh, it's in behind. It's in behind. Come on. Oh, it just doesn't have the pace to get there. Is that Destiny Adogi? Where's he even playing tonight? He's been up there, I don't know how many times.
Jet Spence have been playing every position tonight. Hard to know. But what a challenge. Again, Xavi Simons, how many tackles does he have? 4 or 5 already?
Yeah, Easily.
Picked that
He's
guy's
getting
pocket
stuck in.
and then played a beautiful pass.
Come on, Spurs. Thing is,
Stole his lunch money in midfield, Xavi Simons.
if we can just compose ourselves now and calm ourselves, we can win this for sure. There we go. That's got to be ours.
A lot of rattled. We've rattled them.
They're rattled. Play it quick. Play it quick. Wilson Odegaard. Fuck off, ref. What is wrong with you? Oh, it's a Dortmund throw. Okay, fair enough.
I thought it was a Spurs one.
Well, I thought the line all gave it our way, but obviously the referees overruled him.
Yeah, he did. And then he overruled him. You're right. Good to see you, Daniel Larson.
Big up, Daniel. Rum bum dee dum rum bum rum bum.
Good pressure from Jed. Xavi Simons as well.
Oh, God, you can win this.
Win this. Unlucky.
Oh, go on, Dom. Oh, take him out. No, he doesn't take him out. Get a ball in.
Oh, terrible touch by Jed.
Oh, well done, Gray. Go on, Gray. Keep going, kid.
Danzo.
Ah, Danzo, good positioning. Well done.
Pass. Find Solanke.
You got to get that out tomorrow. Let's switch it now.
Jed Spence, man. Touch of a truck there. Because the goalkeeper was out of his area.
Well,
Pedro.
when Thomas Frank starts comparing us, good
ball. Run from Wilson.
Come on, Wilson, get your head up now.
Kid. Show us the magic.
Come on, Wilson.
Oh,
he burns him. He burns him. Wilson pulls it back. Timmins! It's blocked. Is it blocked? I hope it's blocked. If not, that's dismal. Wilson Odegaard is electric out there so far. And Jed Spence has the beating of the guy on the other side as well. So we could be in for goals here.
Good block.
Come on, Spurs. Let's get a second while we're on top. Let's kill this game off nice and early.
Odegaard just skinning that man alive there.
What are they? Oh, handball. Handball there on Joby Bellingham. Are we going to get a look here?
I think it hit his thigh first. Unless they really are looking at it. It did look like it hit him in the leg first.
I'd like them to.
I like the way the referee's holding Romero there.
Potential penalty check. Come on, Spurs. Come on.
Come on, give it to us.
Please. We don't get penalties in domestic form. We need it in Europe. We need it. These tropical skittles are going to be the new mascot for every game if we keep playing like this, guys. Please give us the penalty. You'd give this to Arsenal, anyone else in Europe. Give it to us.
Come on, ref. Give Romero another hug. Give Romero another hug. Ooh.
Oh, no, he stuck his hand out.
Maybe it hit his hand first. Maybe it didn't hit his body.
Yeah,
maybe
he stuck his hand out. Yep, it's come off his arm and it's out there. It's got to be a penalty. If this isn't, I think they're just going to check, see if this is inside or outside the box.
I mean, he was on the line, so it's inside. I think he's going to go to the monitor here.
Come on, give it to us, please. Oh my God. Again,
we always get our hopes up. We never get penalties. We always get our hopes up. That'd be an Arsenal penalty every day of the week.
Well, a VAR check for everyone else means they're getting the decision. Bar Tottenham Hotspur. It's insanity. Go on, Rami, clatter him. Unlucky.
That'd be a penalty for Arsenal every day of the week.
Oh, it'd be given. Oh, I've seen them given. I've seen them given in Champions League. Oh, no, it's one ball over the top. You got to take him out. You got to. Oh, he's fucked it.
We got lucky there.
He's done a Werner.
Yeah, he's done. Oh, he is. He is Timo Werner.
But that's a joke. Like, if you look at the one that was given for Sissoko against Liverpool in the Champions League final, where it comes off his side and onto his arm, how is that one not a penalty? You know, the bar in Europe is different to the Premier League, and they're giving them left, right, and centre them ones.
Leave it to Germany to produce more than one Timo Werner.
It's like they got a factory out there. They're just making them.
They got a factory.
Oh no, Vicario! Jesus Christ! Oh my Lord! Fuck me! Come on, Ron.
Man. Anytime we're having a bit of good football, Vicario, man, he just loves to just shit the bed.
What an absolute bozo!
Oh my God, man! Wake up, Vic.
That's not a good sign. Him being that rattled and nervous. We're 1-0 up. He's not used to
be rattled when there's no reason to be rattled.
He's not used to this position. That's why he's nervous about winning.
When everyone else is rattled, Vic isn't rattled. But when no one else is rattled, he all of a sudden becomes rattled.
I just hope he can settle in, because if that continues, he's going to make people around him nervous, and then we'll end up giving away something stupid. Yeah. Get out.
Yes. Shawnee Maddox with a super chat saying, clearly we should just be playing a back five so that we can get more defenders on the pitch to score goals. Bigger goal threat. Hashtag Rombomulus.
Absolutely, Shawnee. Look, our centre-backs are the ones that score everything. It's like Thomas Frank just said. Fuck forward players. Let me just work with the centre-backs pre-season. We'll get them to do everything. But
so when people say, Sean, that, Thomas Frank, he needs his own players, what we should do is we should sell all of our forwards and then only buy center backs. I'll play him, Solanke. Oh, yeah, Xavi Simons through.
Oh, here we go. Porro, get your head up now.
Sell all our strikers, buy more
play
center
backs.
That's why we should have kept Luka Vuskovic as well, Sean.
Yeah, Frank would have had a field day with him. Lucas. Okay, gets there. Destiny.
Take him on, Jed.
You got the beating of this fucker. You got the beating of him. He doesn't want it. Oh, they don't want it, Spence. They don't want it, Spence. Pull it back. Pull back. Oh, it's got to be a penalty. Leave it for him. Let him shoot. Solanke, get out of his way. Get your big fucking horse feet out of his fucking way. Please, Solanke. Just move your fucking donkey feet and let him bury it.
He was selfish there, Solanke. He did well to get out of that, and then he just needs to leave that to Porro. He did well done by Jed Spence.
Spence has got
well
to beat
hold
him.
this up. He holds it up, and then he gets out of there, but he just needs to leave
move
it
out
to
the
Porro.
way.
Leave it to Porro.
His big horse feet getting in the fucking way.
It's a good touch there, and then he just needs to leave it to Porro.
Oh, it's infuriating. I can get it from Solanke's point of view. He's dying for a goal, isn't he? But team first, and I just move out the way and let him crack it.
Porro still was able to get a shot off, but he just lost all the momentum, Solanke, by getting in his way.
Yeah. And you can see Porro winding up for it as well. 22 minutes in, though, 23 minutes, and Tottenham do look good. We are the better side. Good ball by Romero. Great. Onto Udogie. Udogie into Solanke. Doesn't hold it up.
Adeyemi for 60 million? No chance, says AKShex. Yeah, seriously. I don't really rate Adeyemi. He used to be really good. Ed Sweeting saying, I'm sick of this penalty drought.
Yeah.
There's always a reason why we don't get it. Seriously, man. Like, how many penalties have we been denied that looked like any other team would get one? Odebear looks like he took a nasty challenge. Ooh, that's a bit high. That's a bit high. That's a bit high. That's a bit high, though. That was, I mean, halfway up his leg. That could be a
surely
red.
Surely we're going to get a VAR check here as well. Yep. Potential red card check, please. Please. If you're not going to give us the penalty and you made the wrong decision, at least make the right decision here. He's also stopped the breakaway. Don't tell me that.
I mean, it was pretty poor.
I don't know.
Yes,
he's going to the monitor.
He slipped and then his leg went halfway up Odebear's leg. Like his boots, his studs were halfway up Odebear's leg.
Sent to the monitor. Every other team gets the decision when it's gone to the monitor. Let's see if we do now. I mean, it's knee height.
It's basically his knee. It's nowadays in the modern game, that's just a red.
He could have pulled his leg back and he didn't. That's got to be a red card. I know he slipped, but he could have pulled that leg back there. It's not. It's straight. He carries on with the forward momentum straight into. That's a leg breaker.
I mean, it's worse than Xavi Simons' red card on Van Dijk, and that one was deemed a red.
It's a leg breaker. It's horrible. If we don't get this, there's no point of us. There's no point of us having referees.
He also just has. I mean, Svensson. He has a terrible touch there, and then he tries to make up for it.
Let's see. Oh, he's going to the ass pocket here. No,
it's got to be a red.
Yeah, red card. Come on, let's go. Bye-bye, Svensson. Get down the tunnel. Enjoy the changing room. Come on.
Yeah, he's got a long time in that changing room.
Na. Hey, goodbye. It's going to be one of them magical European nights for Tottenham. You can feel it. Shocking challenge, guys. Shocking challenge. By the way, if you are enjoying this watch along, please smash that like button. I mean, there's only 73 likes. I mean, come on, guys. There's like 270 people watching. Tottenham are playing well. That Dortmund down to 10 men. What more do you need? Smash that like button. Let's run it up a bit. At least get to 150. I think that's doable.
Appreciate the support, Sean Maddox. And then he's also saying here, we actually got a VAR decision. Yeah, seriously, Sean. I can't believe it.
Yeah, we got one.
Your eyes.
We got one down on the outside of our box. How about we actually get one in their box for once? That'd be lovely.
Will we get a penalty, Sean, at some stage this season? Not even this game. Maybe at some point this season will we get a penalty? Well, just keep pressing them now. That's what I'd say. Just keep putting the pressure on. They're just going to have to sit in.
Yeah.
Good pressure, Jed.
There's no need to sit off these now. Just got to go man for man pressure. Down 10 men. Poro.
Get out wide to Odebear here. Get it to Odebear.
Rummy. Can you find Xavi?
Move out the way, Gray. Spurs fans thinking we know we are champions of Europe. Xavi Simmons,
right.
lovely ball.
The spin on it is sexy. It is so sexy. It's unbelievable.
Into Archie.
It's got sexy.
You can spray it out wide, Archie. Spray it out wide. Goes to Jed Spence.
Here we go. Come on, Jedi. Take him on. You got the beating of him. He doesn't want this battle.
Oh,
and again. Thank you.
Lovely skill.
Put it in. Put it in.
Good ball.
Good ball. Back post. Oh, Poro. Oh, he's missed it. Unlucky. It's a great ball in. Was that Xavi Simmons? He's on fire tonight, this kid. It is a great ball. Even the referee was about to go and get on the end of that. You could see it.
Oh, Pedro. What a bender from Xavi Simmons. Absolute peach of a ball.
It's a great ball. I want to see him cross more from them positions. He's got the ability. Diggers, yeah, it was more careless maybe than trying to hurt someone. I get it, but he had time to put his leg in and put the foot down, and he chose not to.
Head in
Paolo
hand.
Moratti, this is the football we've been begging for. Absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on. Win this. Well on, Kevin. Solanke, well held. That's
good
strength.
Chest. Great hold-up play from Solanke again.
Oh, we are purring. Destiny. Back to Xavi. Back to Destiny. Just take it off him. Thank you.
Sprayed out wide, Xavi. Sprayed out wide.
He's begging for it. Look, his hand's up.
Oh, lovely. Come on, Xavi. Stroking it around.
Bzing. Put it in. Poro. Good ball. Oh, Solanke, come on.
In front of him, man. You gotta get
throw your fucking self at it, man.
He just gets caught behind the defender. He's got to throw himself at it.
Yeah, I just...
He gets tripped up by the defender. He's got to make the movement sooner. He's just got to make the movement sooner.
He's made the wrong movement as well. He's initially, it's hard.
Might have been a tad over hit, but...
I think a bit more match sharpness. He reads that and gets on the end of that.
He just moves a little too slowly there.
He does the double movement, which is probably the right thing to do, just not quick enough. Win that now. Oh, Rami. Well, he's having a storm.
Lovely.
Destiny.
Good
ball into
Xavi.
Oh, my God. Sex bomb. Simmons, my sex bomb. Da-na-na-na-na-na. He's got some sex appeal on him tonight with that football. It's beautiful. Let's get after it. Come on, Jedi. There we go. Force Dortmund back to the keeper. Simon, you're on fire tonight, man. He says Dave's on for a kebab tonight. I'm not, my man. I'm doing all this healthy. Like, don't get me wrong. I know I'm sitting here promoting tropical Skittles tonight, but in general, I have actually cleaned up a lot of my eating. Actually, to be honest with you, just trying to get a bit more fit. Flat out in the gym, Simon. But look, we score 3 or 4 tonight. It could be doner time.
Get your kebabs out.
We've got our first German doner kebab place up in Dublin now. I think it's one of the brands that Podolski owns. Take that.
There you go, Danzo. Time. Fair ball.
Jesus, Bergvall. Holy shit, kid. My God. Please get turned.
And he also, as well, he fired it right back at it.
I know, yeah. It's insane. Romy. Let's see what he's calculating here. Come on, Romulus.
Yeah, cook up something good for us, Romulus.
Onto a doggy. Moves it on to Simmons. Simmons is hugging this left. He's loving it. He's getting a bit of joy out here.
We're spreading the pitch. We have 4 players up front.
Right, Bergvall, 1 touch, move it out. There we go. Danzo. Moves it on to Romero. Looks like we're going to back four now.
The ball.
Oh, come on, Dom. Get turned. Get turned.
Lucas, find Pedro. Not a good ball.
Oh,
good pressure.
Come
on,
Dom.
Slanky,
Come
get
on.
there. Good
Wait,
pressure.
there we go. Force there.
Well done, Danz.
Danzo.
Well done, Danz.
Udeber, play it off.
Pedro.
Well done.
At times, I feel like we should try to get it in.
There's a couple of times the players are almost scared to get turned, maybe sometimes.
Turned
the
or
first
play it
initial
forwards.
reaction is backwards.
Yeah, it's been a lot of backwards recently in the last few minutes.
There we go, Gray. Go on, Wilson.
Well done, Odebear. Well done,
Oh,
Xavi.
ball by
Well
Xavi.
done
Oh,
from
my
them both.
Lord.
Pedro. Find Gray. Bergval into Gray.
Keep getting the balls in the box, guys.
Get it in. Whip it in. Got two
Don't
players in the
start
box
playing this
there.
safe shit. Don't start playing this safe shit.
Yeah, we had two players in the box there.
Give it to Jed. He'll put it in. Skin him.
Into
Good ball.
Udogie.
Good ball.
Gets there. Sir!
Is he giving it?
Is he not giving that?
No. Oh, 32 minutes in. Tottenham 1-0 to the good. Dortmund down to 10 men, guys. Let us know how you think we're getting on so far in the comments.
Matt Bynum saying, has Frank given them free license for tonight's game? I did say this, even though it's confusing, because we don't seem to replicate it in the Premier League. But we have played some of our more attacking football in the Champions League this season. Some of the best performances in general have come in Europe this
We're actually
year.
good in Europe.
Oh! Solanke almost reads the keeper there. Keeper tried to go for that fake.
Skunkworth says it's a bit early to be managing it at 1-0. Absolutely spot on. There for 10 men. Keep putting the ball in the box. Go for the kill.
Especially in the first half.
Tyler says we need to stay aggressive. Who cares if we're man up? Don't settle for useless possession. Absolutely spot on.
Well, game's over. Once it's 2-0 up, it's game over.
Yeah, they're not coming back with 10 men.
1-0 always
there's an
leaves it in the
opportunity for
balance.
some of these players to go and fill their boots. Oh, my God, Porro. Nearly run that out of play.
Lucky
Udeberg.
Odebear was
sharp
there.
I would have lost my mind if he ran that one out of play. Good ball, Porro. Come on, Wilson.
Odebear.
Well done.
That's too heavy.
Oh, he can't sort his feet out.
It was too heavy of a pass anyways from Pedro.
Danzo, good take.
Good touch from Danzo. Pedro, man.
We're resorting
going
to
backwards,
safe
Pedro.
football now. Come on.
Pedro's the most guilty. He keeps going backwards. I agree with Tyler, though. No reason to game manage in the first half.
No, it's insanity.
Do this in the 80th minute.
Force the issue here. This is where I want to see Frank yelling at them. Keep going. Rami. Good ball. Oh, Simmons turns, plays it backwards. Gray. Good
job
ball,
by
Simmons out
Xavi.
to Danzo.
Danzo, get it out wide to Pedro.
Put
Time and
this
space
in.
for Pedro. Whip
Put it
this
in.
one in, kid.
There we go. Good
Dan
ball, Slanky!
Good header.
Oh,
Good
Spence.
head.
Can he maneuver a shot on the right foot here? He doesn't. Puts it back in.
Just a little behind him.
Danzo keeps the pressure on. Can Rami clear this one? He does. Picks it up. Go, Porro. Go in behind. Romero, look.
I'm Pedro. Oh, you have Pedro there, man.
Oh,
Out
there we
wide to
go.
Pedro.
Found him
Time and
eventually.
space here. Get it out of your feet, man.
Long throw. Who's taking this one? Danzo or Bergval, Jack? Let's have a bet.
Dan's throw, says AK Shags.
Oh, we go short now. We're definitely managing the game now. Playing short throw. It's
Whips
not
it
bad.
in.
Oh,
Solanke
Rami!
or Romero. Jay!
Spence! Oh!
I don't mind Jed taking that, but he did have Solanke. He could have tried to play it into.
Yeah.
Because you can see here, Dave, Solanke's actually only one-on-one with his defender. If he just tried to tap that.
Yeah. Put it back across.
If he took a page out of Odebear's book,
Yeah.
and just smashed it back across, Solanke probably would have been able to get a foot onto it. Win this. Win this. Well done, Romero. Pedro, get it out to Wilson. Get it to Wilson, man. Pedro just keeps going backwards, I swear.
Yeah.
9 minutes, boys. Come on. Get another. Switch it, Archie. Switch it, Xavi.
Jesus Christ.
Switch it.
Back to Simmons. Come on, Xavi. Moves it on to Danzo. One touch, move it. There we go. Porro. Play it down the line. Good ball into...
Well done.
Oh,
Odegaard!
well, come on, Wilson. Come on, Wilson. It's so free. Puts it across the line, key. Yes! Dominic Solanke. He made hard work of it, but eventually he goes in.
It's almost like he went off his backside. Well done.
Oh, his wife must be having a child.
Porro.
His wife must be having a child. He put the ball under the jersey.
He's recently married, Dave. He's having a child. He's having a good year, Solanke. He's back in the books.
Well, you can tell the fortunes are running with him. He done his best to miss that one, and it still went in. Come
Yeah,
on, Dom.
exactly what you needed. Just the luck he needed, Dominic Solanke. 2 assists for Odegaard tonight.
Yeah, he's on fire out there, Wilson.
Great ball
60
from
million
Pedro, and then
down
good
the
pace
drain.
by Odegaard.
Dom
Kicks out his man
Solanke.
perfectly.
Way.
It went through the keeper, or went through the defender's legs here.
Went through Solanke's legs there as well.
That double touch off the back of the heel.
Sexy. He meant that. 60 million
Yeah.
down the
He
drain.
overran it.
Dom Solanke scores again.
Oh, it's been a while since we've heard that.
Come on. There's 2. So lucky that one.
2 up.
But look, we'll have
2 to
it.
the good. Now we can relax.
Yeah.
Always need to grab that second, especially don't let Dortmund get to halftime, only 1 goal behind.
Still in the
You
game,
give
yeah.
themselves an opportunity to recollect themselves. Now that we're 2 up, they're in a bad position here, Dortmund.
We've killed him off there now. Get after it. Well done,
Well done,
Porro.
Pedro.
Come on, Pedro. Get your head up. Good ball. Good ball.
Behind
Oh,
Solanke again.
it's not a bad ball. I just think Solanke could have maybe been quicker, sort his feet out there.
I
Well
think he
done, Porro.
overran it, or it was behind him.
Porro onto Danzo. Is he going to cross it? Yes, he is. It's not a bad ball, you know.
Yes!
Dominic Solanke. Simmons. Oh, my Lord.
Lord, how are we skying that?
Oh, God. That
Control
will
it,
be
man.
found down in
How are
fucking
you
the
skying
bowling
that?
ground.
How are you skying that? Just control it. You
It's a
don't
good
need
ball from Kevin Danzo. It's a great cross. Oh, he's got to at least be hitting the target there. Jesus Christ.
Control your shot, man.
Such a
it's
free
just
hit.
it's a shank.
That is shocking. That's a good opportunity, that. He's got to be hitting the target. Spurs fans, you see the lad in the blue coat behind the goal. He's about to go mad at Dominic Solanke till it trickled in.
2 off the heel.
He completely bamboozled the keeper with that one. Get up, win this again now. Come on, Rami. Wow,
Danzo's been brilliant.
Centre-backs just keep winning balls like that all night. We won't
Well
be in
done,
any trouble.
Romero. Come on, Bergvall, you were
Well
there,
done,
man.
Romero
You were
again.
there, Bergvall. Good clearance from Pedro Porro.
Oh, good half of football. We can relax, take out the cigars. Easy street now for the rest of the evening.
Solanke in the post-match interview. I meant that.
Well done, Destiny. Come on, drive forward, play him.
Good ball.
Go on, Wilson.
Odegaard. Get
Go on, Wilson. Off you go again. Oh,
ball. Handball. Well done,
well
Bergvall.
done. Well done, Lucas. Just drive to the line now, kid.
Forward, man.
Drive to the line.
Keep going backwards, man. Just keep going forwards. Niko Kovac might need to make a substitution here. Be weird to be doing that 5 minutes before halftime.
Who set up Solanke's goal? Was that Wilson Odegaard again?
Yeah, Odegaard had 2 assists.
So that's 2 assists.
Jet Spence with the ball over the top for Solanke. Can
Oh,
Solanke
come on,
get
Dom.
there?
Go on, Dom.
No, it's fading away. Good pressure, though, from Jed. Odegaard
well
intercepts.
done. Come on, Wilson. On to Porro. Simmons is begging
Find
for it.
Xavi. Well done, Xavi. Well done,
Oh, well done.
Xavi. Solanke.
Man on.
Xavi. Man on.
Well done, Spence. Well done,
Good feet
Simmons. He's
from
playing
Xavi.
well
Good
today.
feet.
He's trying to be the conductor here today.
Archie
Ball over the top
Gray
from
goes
Archie
over the
Gray.
top to Pedro.
Take it
Pedro
down. Oh,
brings
what a
it
take.
down.
What a take. Lay it.
Oh, the
Shoot.
bear!
Oh, unlucky. What a take from Pedro Porro. He's falling as well and still plucks it down. It's beautiful.
Great balance from Pedro.
Oh, what a touch that is. And then to lay it off as well. You could see what Wilson Oldborough was trying to do there. Used the centre-back to bend it into the corner. Just didn't get enough, maybe, conviction behind it. Good ball from Archie Gray, though. I was going to say him and Bergvall haven't been great today, but, that was better. Danzo, move that out. Well done. On to Pedro Porro.
Good pace on the pass.
Bergvall. On to Rami.
Cook something up here, Rami.
Good
Finds
ball.
Xavi.
It's not a bad attempt. I don't
Good
mind
idea. Get onto it, Xavi.
Go
Well
on.
done, Slanky. Pokes it away. Well done, Xavi.
Ref. Can we get a yellow? I mean, they're swiping out of him like it's the fucking bull run in Spain. Come on. It's got to be a yellow, at least that one. It's wild. People saying they can't handle Xavi. He's been outstanding. He's been very good today. He's looking to get on the ball, make things happen. He's been very good. Danzo calling for this one. He wants his goal. Is he the only centre-back that hasn't scored this year? That's been fit? I don't think he scored, has he? Has Danzo scored? I don't think he has.
Well, Radu Dragic, right? Obviously, he's never played.
Well, he doesn't count. He's not even a Spurs player anymore.
I mean, then we only have 3 center backs. Or I guess Ben Davies has scored.
It's back post to Romero.
Romero,
not the greatest ball back across. Good idea, though, that. Seems to be working for us. 2 minutes to half-time, everybody. Get your thoughts into the chat. Oh, this is dreamland stuff. 2-0 up, half-time against, Dortmund. This should put us firmly inside the top 8. It's dreamland stuff, this. Garassi's looking for this. He's gone on to Pedro Porro here. Well done, Danzo. Comes out of nowhere to take charge of that. Bergvall on to Rami. Can Rami get the switch of play? Moves it on to Destiny Udogie with a bit of intensity here. Let's go, Destiny. Plays Jed Spence. He's got the beating of this guy all game long.
Shoves him aside.
Well done, Jed. Simmons.
Take your
On to Gray. Rami, can he get the switch on? Puts it in over the top for Jed Spence. Good ball.
Oh,
handball. Oh, he's giving it against Spence. Okay. Oh, let's have another look at this, though. I'm not convinced.
Yep.
Yeah.
With the handball.
Well, if he give that, how do we not get the penalty then?
Yeah. Seriously, valid point.
3 minutes added on, guys. Just don't give anything stupid now between now and halftime. Well done, Ramar. Come on, Solanke. Head down, running after it. I love that. Oh, Lord.
I don't even know what that was.
I don't even know what that was.
Ref.
Well done, Gray.
Just shoved Pedro in the face there.
Stay down, Porro. We need a water break. Oh, I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, you wouldn't even see that in the UFC on a Saturday night. Come on, ref.
Spurs have had 11 shots as well this half.
Actually, just thinking about it, we haven't seen Thomas Frank with the tic-tac-toe board yet, so maybe that's why we're winning this game. He's eased off on the gum as well. Sometimes you feel sorry for that gum.
I think he's asking where the tic-tac-toe board is. He's talking to all his assistants there. He's saying, I think I left it in the car, but last time I saw it.
I think Simon Coley lied to us, Jack. He didn't buy one in the pound shop. He broke into Frank's car and took it.
Yeah, Simon, where'd you get that magnetic cord? It looks a lot like Thomas Frank's. It's got a TF on it. It's got a Spurs logo on it. Where'd you find that one?
Rami, can we get the switch onto Bergvall? One touch, move it. Well done. Onto Porro or Rudeber. Move it on back to Bergvall. Jesus. Rami. Looking for another ball over the top. The option wasn't there, so he moves it on to Destiny Udogie. On to Jed Spence.
On Jed.
Jed Spence has made that fullback look ridiculous tonight.
The left side has been really good with Destiny and Jed Spence. They've been really tidy on the ball. And then Odebear has just been a live wire.
Well, it helps that Jed Spence, every time he goes at your man, he's beating him for pace and strength.
Archie. Romulus.
Two wings have actually been good tonight. Both goals have even come off the right-hand side. Well on Simmons. Oh, he's just waiting for Spence to stay there.
Playing with a smile on his face, Javi.
Jan Couto.
He played for Girona. He was really good there.
Couto. Your pronunciation of the names is very, very good, Jack.
He was really good at Girona. He was probably one of the best wingbacks in the Europe when he was there. Halftime, Spurs fans should not be booing. They should be cheering at halftime. Yeah. It sounds like they are.
Oh, Jack, it's been a very, very good half.
Relief. It's a relief.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it was a lucky decision either. I think it was just a poor touch from Svensson, which led to the red card. Spurs were already on top, though, to be fair. It's not like we all of a sudden became a lot better once the red card happened. It actually just, I think, eased our minds a little bit, knowing that the game could be made a little bit easier for us. But from the get-go, I mean, Spurs have looked on top. I mean, Dortmund have done nothing. They've even gotten into their half. It's just been all Spurs for 45 minutes. There's not really been anybody that's been having necessarily a poor game. I think probably maybe the best performers might be Jed Spence and Odebear, I'd say. And then maybe Romero as well, and Kevin Danzo have had a very good game. Dave, I mean, nothing to complain about at all. I mean, thank God as well. I mean, it just feels good to be winning. This feels like a foreign position to be in.
Well, look, first of all, I know Thomas Frank has been under pressure, but you got to give credit where credit's due. You know, with what he had available to him, he got the lineup and the tactics absolutely spot on. We didn't sit back off Dortmund. We went for them, you know, for that whole half, and look at the difference it makes. So, you know, I've argued this team is better when you play like that. It's what the way they want to play, and realistically, you know, what this comes down to is our two wingers have the beating of their fullbacks, and that's why we're sitting here 2-0 up. They're absolutely roasting them. You know, they're on toast. Xavi Simons has been playing brilliantly, getting on the ball, you know, switching play and stuff like that. Pedro Porro and Udogie's passes into the wingers been absolutely spot on as well. It's been a very good half of football. Danzo and Romero mopping up everything that comes their way. They've been absolutely colossal in the air today, especially Danzo dealing with Guirassy. He's absolutely making him look like a child. I'd like to see a little bit more from Graham Bergvall, maybe in terms of in possession. I think they are playing it very, very safe. It's just recycling, you know, and it just goes to show it is what they're being asked to do rather than, you know, they can't play these progressive passes and all. They are being asked just to keep it safe and get the ball out wide so we can go at them. But the game plans work tonight. Dortmund a week out wide, and if we keep going after them, there could be 3 and 4 here today. But that's what I want to do in the second half. I don't want to sit there and game manage 2-0 up, because if they score, all of a sudden it switches the momentum. We've been here before. We done it ourselves against Bodo. We scored, it switches the momentum of the game. I want to see us go out there in the second half and look to fill our boots here today. There's a lot of players that don't have the confidence, you know, and there's opportunities here today. So I want to see them go and fill their boots. But all in all, can't really have any complaints. And it just goes to show that the players aren't as bad as people make out them to be either.
I think we've just been on top of them for the majority of this game. Take some comments here. Lazy 8, member for 54 months. That's absolutely incredible. Nick, by the way. Nico. And he's saying, we show up when we want. We show up when we want. We're like me in a senior year. We show up when we want.
Big up, Nick.
Class, Nick. I mean, I think what we sort of anticipated going into this game was that the players were going to react. The players, even if they might not be totally behind Thomas Frank, even if they might not totally agree with the tactics or the instructions, I just think they can only take losing for so long too, right? We've seen frustrations from Van de Ven, from Palinha, from Romero. A lot of these guys, Spence as well. They don't like losing. And I think going into this game where there's still something to play for, we have an opportunity to give ourselves a break in the Champions League, qualifying for the next rounds, avoiding the playoff rounds. There's a lot of incentive for them to really show up tonight. I think Thomas Frank has gotten the back three, back five, to be fair to him. I think spot on. I think with the lack of choices that he had, I didn't at all, I don't empathize, the situation that he's in right now, because it's just, I think it was difficult really to pick an 11 tonight. You never would want to be in that position where you have basically 11 or 12 players to pick from, and then the rest are all just youngsters. Like, it was a difficult position, and I think he's just got it spot on with the back three and the back five tonight. I'm not sure if even Dortmund saw that coming, and I think the instructions from him have been great, and there's the performance from the majority of the players have been great. Xavi Simons, once again, just seems to be playing so much better in the Champions League than he does in the Premier League. I think we've been seeing him start to warm up a bit more in the Premier League, but all of his best performance, you would say, for the most part, have been in the Champions League, maybe bar that Brentford game that I can think of where he had a sensational one. And it seems like in the Champions League, that's when we decide to show up, Nick. That's just been the case. And also under Ange, too. Like, when Ange was losing game in, game out in the Premier League domestically, it was those European nights that we just kept looking forward to. We all of a sudden would just see a totally different version of Tottenham Hotspur. And the same thing has happened under Thomas Frank, to be fair. So just something that has been consistent in us.
24 games unbeaten in Europe now. If we see this out, it shows. But it begs the question: then why can't we bring that to the Premier League, to some of the domestic trophies? Because if you could, we'd be a handful for anybody, especially when we're playing like this. Some of the football we're seeing, Xavi Simons, some of the passes we're seeing him make, it's exceptional. Romero as well, some lovely passing out from the back. Porro's crossing has actually been very, very good today, unlike recent weeks like we've seen in the domestic campaign and stuff. So it begs the question, why can't we produce this in the domestic campaign? And I think it does boil down to a lot of these players are motivated by Europe. It's why some of them signed on the dotted line in the first place, because they want to be playing football, European football and stuff like that, and they do raise their game for Europe. You can clearly see that. It's just now that we need to try and transfer that to the Premier League, and it's not too late either. If we can put a run of 3-4 games like this in the Premier League, all of a sudden you are in the top half of the table, you are knocking on the door of Europe, and all of a sudden you change your season around very, very quickly. But look, all in all, a very good half from Tottenham Hotspur. It's just, how do we approach this second half? Are we going to stink out the place and just manage it, or are we going to go and fill our boots? That's what I'm interested to see here.
Another funny comment, though, from Nick. He said, who's betting that Franks will sub off Xavi at the halftime? Yeah, he loves to sub off anyone that's playing well. Jerome, thank you for the support, Jerome. He's saying, forget the score, but this is the kind of performance I want. But again, because it is the Champions League, the players are more up for it. Do you think there is something to that, Dave, that for whatever reason in Europe, they decide to put in their best performances? Because it's not like the Premier League has a low viewing or anything like that. Like, the Premier League is the most watched league in the world. But for some reason in the Champions League, that's when they decide to show up a bit more. They seem to have more. They just reserve their better performances in Europe. That was the case last season in the Europa League. It's now the case under Frank in the Champions League. Is there anything to that? Any explainable reason?
Yeah, I think there's two reasons behind it. Like, when you grow up as a kid, right, there's three competitions you want to play in. It goes World Cup, Champions League, Premier League. So Champions League is more motivating than your sort of average Premier League game, right? Because you are up against bigger teams, more glamorous names, better players and stuff like that. And you don't want to be embarrassed. So you've got to raise your game. And it's easy to sort of psych yourself up for it. Like, anyone that plays FIFA Football Manager, you even get more motivated for the European games than you do the sort of domestic campaign and stuff like that. So that's only natural. But also, I think, when you look at it, last year there was a dangerous precedent set that fob off the Premier League with all the conditions surrounding the club. Let's put all of our big eggs in Europa League. And it worked. But then that was something that Thomas Frank needed to change when he walked in here, where he needed to, because as a player, subconsciously, that sort of carries over. It carries on into the next season. I think we're seeing that this year. And it's about now trying to get them remotivated for the Premier League and stuff like that. Because the reality is, we're not going to win the Champions League to have European football next season. The domestic cup route is gone. So we have to try and get it again through the Premier League. So at some point, there has to be a recognition from these players and say, right, We are highly motivated by Europe. We love playing in Europe. We now need to get it together in the league. But I'm not being funny, but your Glamour Ties, your PSGs, your Dortmunds, they're self-motivating. Then you look at the likes of your Bodo Glimps, your Copenhagen's, Monaco's, lovely places to go. A good breakaway, lovely cities and stuff like that. So it motivates you because it is a sort of change of scenery and stuff like that. Whereas, sometimes when you're playing these teams season in, season out in the Premier League, it does become a little bit mundane and a little bit boring sometimes.
Yeah. Tyler saying, when are we building Frank's statue?
Shameless thing.
I love that from Tyler there. Jacob Anderson, good to see you, Jacob, saying, all right, I guess I'll admit I was wrong about Solanke playing tonight. I think it's nice to see Solanke back in the team. I think he probably needed to get some minutes in his legs, but I'm a little worried. Can he really play 90 minutes tonight? Probably Dane Scarlett or Akola Mawani will come in for him at some point. What I will say about Solanke is that he's looked a little bit rusty, but he does offer that presence in terms of the hold-up play. Sometimes in the box, he can be a little bit frustrating. He doesn't seem to make the right movements at times, but when it comes to his hold-up play, he can be a little bit more useful than the likes of Richarlison, to be honest. But we need his penalty presence to improve a little bit more because sometimes he's just not at the right place at the right time. Jerome saying Udogie offers so much more with Spence on the wing. Spence for left wing, I would say yes to that. I think Sean Maddox was more or less asking a similar question in the chat there too, Jerome. I mean, with what we have available right now, it's not a bad option. I think Matisse Tell would have done a great job tonight anyways as well. I think Jed Spence is just a good player in that he can try his best to perform like a winger and that he's willing to run at his opponent. He's willing to take players on. He has that pace as well, like a lot of wingers do. I think we would have seen a similar performance from a Matisse Tell, to be perfectly honest, on the left wing tonight. But fair play to Jed Spence. He's had a great game tonight. He's had a great game.
Well, I think to the Udogie point, he's left-footed, which means it's one touch when he opens his body, it's straight down the line. It's forward. Yeah. With Jed Spence, with him being right-footed, every time he touches the ball, he's opened up his body inside, which cuts off all the angles going forward, which means it's either going to be reside. You've got then a couple of options when you're turning inside, either backwards, which we see a lot of the times, punting into a player in the midfield that's under pressure, or if you've got the thing, switch of play. So it limits our options in terms of how quick we can be going down that left-hand side when Jed Spence plays there. So having a left footer there should always be, what we're trying to aim to do. But with Jed Spence playing up at wing, I actually think it goes to show how good Jed Spence can actually really be. This is a right footer that's played over on the left-hand side, left back and left wing. And we have seen some very good performances from him. Now it's just about, can we get someone to get into Jed Spence's psyche, make him realise how good he can be, and get that motivation for the guy to really sort of kick on and push on and really dedicate his whole life to football. If we can get that out of him, we have one hell of a player. And even if you go back and look at the highlights from his time at Nottingham Forest, no one should be surprised that this guy is very good with carrying the ball. It's something he done at Nottingham Forest. It's one of the reasons why we signed him. He was able to get on that ball and carry it with distance.
Jed Neymardinho, says Tyler. We also have this from Sean Hurl. Sean Hurl is actually bringing up that Xavi Simons is playing on a sore ankle, so he probably will have to be subbed off at some stage. That's probably right. If we pick up a third goal or if we're in a 10, 15 minutes away from the 90th minute, I could see a reason to put on someone like a Luka Williams-Barnett and sub off Xavi Simons, Sean.
Well, he won't do it for 2-0 up. No manager does. When the game's in the balance, all it takes is one goal, and then all of a sudden you're on the back foot. If we want to see some of these youngsters, we've got to go and get the third. We have to kill them off. But this is something, that our team hasn't done in the past when we've been in these situations and youngsters have been on the bench. We've never gone on to get that third goal to kill it off, to be able to bring in these guys. And I don't think Frank will do it unless, we score that third.
We also have Sean Hurl saying this is a new manager bounce performance, but without actually removing the manager. Stupid bastards. C4 saying more than happy if we just keep winning until the end of the season. I did make a joke on Twitter, by the way, Sean, that Spurs have hired interim manager Frank Thomas to take over for the rest of the season. I think the players are just going to react. They don't like losing, Sean. I brought that up earlier. As much as Thomas Frank is still going to be under pressure, as much as I don't know if he really is the right guy, I'm not Thomas Frank's biggest fan at all. I kind of feel like he does have to go. I think we were always going to see reaction in this game. And luckily, Dortmund have just been completely outplayed by us. And I think, to Thomas Frank's credit, I think with the formation and the shape that he's gone for has worked to a T. So he deserves credit for that as well.
I also hope there's a massive realization with Thomas Frank from tonight that he shouldn't be scared to go after teams from minute one at home. That it can work, and these players look a hell of a lot better playing that way. So I hope there is that realization from Thomas Frank, and if he can realize that tonight and start, implementing that going forward, then he's going to start winning more games, and he gives himself more of a fighting chance at this football club. Look, at the end of the day, ultimately, I think too much has gone on with the fan base and stuff like that, and I think ultimately he will revert back to type, in the Premier League at some point and stuff like that. But, if he can realise off the back of the day that if you do send these players to go out after teams and attack and stuff like that, we're more than capable of doing it.
Yeah, I definitely agree with a lot of that. Some other funny comments. Give Xavi an injection, says Skunkworks. You want to run up the score to improve qualification tiebreakers anyway, says Sean Max. That's a fair point. You might find yourself level or tied with someone else in the top 8. So the more you increase that goal difference, the better. That is a fair point. You have to beat Frank at tic-tac-toe in order to get subbed on, says We Are Spurs TV. Sean Hurl saying, absolutely agree, Dave. Hurt them early and often.
Yeah, it should be the only way at home. Every team at home, even the most pragmatic teams at home, go and give it a go. Go after teams. It's what you're supposed to do at home. Most teams automatically go away looking to play a bit more pragmatic or a little bit more defensively, which means the opportunity is always there for you to take the game to them nice and early. But we don't. We sit off. I mean, we let them have the ball, let them feel comfortable, let them settle in, and then all of a sudden, once they do that, they're like, hang on, we can win this today, and then they do. But if you go at them, make them uncomfortable from the very beginning, all of a sudden they go, this is going to be a long evening, and they crumble.
Yeah.
So we've got to start adopting that at home. Let's see if we can kick on here now in the second half.
Someone also brought up that Odegaard had a great half. He had 2 assists and also earned the red card. So he's been kind of the whole source of everything going well for us this game.
Yeah, no, he's been absolutely outstanding. His timing of the runs in behind have been brilliant.
Yeah, that's actually spot on. He has made runs
and then the deliveries as well, a couple of good deliveries in there as well, so hopefully we can see more of that of Wilson Odegaard, because that's the big problem, right? He can step up in games like this. We've seen that last season. He can step up in the odd game. So can he start doing it on a regular basis now is what we need from Wilson.
Is Dragic not in the Champions League squad, says Leslie? No, he's not. He's actually ineligible since he wasn't picked in the original Champions League squad registration, and he was still injured when he had the chance to change it. He was still injured.
Now after Frankfurt, we can make 3 changes and 3 changes only. So it'll be very interesting to see what changes we make to the squad. Danzo. Porro, can we get down the line? Beautiful. At some point, you'd think Dortmund have to come out and put a bit more pressure on us and send bodies forward. So there will be the opportunity there for us to hit them in behind. Well done, Odegaard. Getting back there and helping Pedro Porro. I like to see that. Dortmund with some early possession here in the second half. Spurs with 7 men in the box. Surely they can't work a scoring opportunity here.
Good block.
Well blocked. Xavi Simons, well taken, unlucky. Did they bring on Emre Can at halftime, by the way, did I see?
I'll take a look at what substitutions they made in just a sec.
Oh, Bergvall, good steal, good feet. That's got to be a yellow card, ref. It's got to be a fucking yellow, man. Schlotterback, that was filthy. Spence.
Yeah, they brought on Sean, says Lazy 8.
Oh, Spence, you can't lose it there. Well done, Graham. Mops up beautifully onto Romy. By the way, how good is Romero that he can go over and play left-sided centre-back as well? How many players have we seen struggle to do that with a right boot at Tottenham?
Yeah, they brought on a fullback in Rearson, and then they brought on Emre Can.
Oh, close it. Don't let him shoot. Free kick from the edge of the box here.
They basically brought on more players to be defensively solid, but I think as well to have more possession if they can, because
Yeah.
they took off Guirassy, their star striker, and they took off Julian Brandt, who's one of their other forwards and creative players, and then they brought on Chan, who's essentially another midfielder, and then they replaced Svensson with Rierson, who's a fullback. Rierson.
That's a sloppy tackle from Lucas Bergvall there. If they score from this, I'll go mad. I don't know.
They do have one really good forward off the bench named Maximilian Bayer.
That's more than 12 yards, by the way, that wall. Or 10 yards. More than that.
Need to set up a good wall here. Now, compared to Thomas Frank, I will say Niko Kovac has fantastic hair.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
He's a very sharp-looking guy.
That's definitely more than 10 yards back that wall. That's at least 20. Give him a shot on target.
Oh, my Lord, that was close. Vicario looked like he had no idea where that was going.
No.
It was going pretty wide. Yeah, that was always going wide.
Well wide.
I thought that was in too, Tyler, but another angle made it look a lot further away than it actually did originally look.
Honestly, though, guys, tell me that wall was further than 10 yards. It's got to be.
It did look far back. Ridiculous.
Oh, well done. Oh, Solanke, unlucky.
Get there.
Oh, Bergvall.
Bergvall, come on, man.
It's like we've given the kid magic mushrooms at halftime. It's ridiculous. Again.
Hold down. Thank you, ref.
Come on, Wilson. On to Porro. Porro puts it in behind. Come on, Dom. Oh, it's way.
Launches it to no one.
See if we can get some pressure on the ball here from Wilson. Go on, Porro. Well done. Wilson mops it up then. Brilliant. That's ours.
Oh,
beautiful,
well
Wilson. Oh, Wilson.
Well done.
Free Willy.
Great.
Oh, unlucky.
Referee's not giving any free kicks. Well done, Destiny. Danzo, switch it.
Rhythm is a Danzo.
Romero. Plays it on to Destiny. Someone make a run in behind. Romero. Good ball by Romero. Bergvall. Good turn. Odebear. Good control by Odebear. Good hold-up play. Oh, my God. Great.
Dortmund have had the better of the opening exchanges in this half. Dortmund manager's not happy. Get after it. Well done, Xavi. Jesse works incredibly hard, doesn't he?
Lucas. Good control.
Well done.
Pressure, Destiny. Pressure's on.
Smart there. Smart there from Destiny Jacko.
Just, yeah. With the fact that they have 10 men. No harm in going backwards if they decide to press you. It's just earlier in the first half, when they're not pressing you at all, that's when you don't need to go backwards. But if they are pressing you, take advantage of the extra man.
Yeah, a 2-0 like that, you just don't need to take the run of running with that. You take the risk of running with that. You just got to play it simple there across the back line. Romero onto Adogi into Spence. Spence lays it off. Well done, Simmons. What a touch. Destiny Adogi. This is a treat. Oh, play Solanke. Get the head up.
It's in the
Solanke, not a bad touch, you know. Oh, if they got the head up, Solanke's in there, Jack. Yeah, you're right. He's in. You're off. Oh, he's not. Centre back kept them on. Well done. Good pressure. Destiny. What's going on here? What's going on here?
Not sure. Emre Can having a word with the ref.
It's madness. Rami. Come on, Rami. Moves it on to Danzo. Danzo out to Porro. Can we open up our body and find Wilson? Good ball into Bergval. Can he find Wilson?
Oh, lovely feet from
It's got to
Barrett.
be a free. Yeah, well done, Bergval. Lovely touch, that.
Oh, excuse me.
That one got Jacko excited. He appreciates that one.
Got a gasp of air go the wrong way.
Benny says Spence, Xavi, and Udaber are having good games. Very good games.
Yeah, I'd say they've been probably the best.
Ed M says Joby is no Jude. That's for sure. Skunkwork says Real Madrid are battering this Monaco side. Scoring that one.
Oh, lovely
great.
from Destiny.
Someone run. Spence.
Into Jed.
Can he get across for Udaber? Pulls it back onto Xavi. Can he find Porro? Oh, he's going to have a shot. Whoa, that one's gone wildly off target as well.
Shots are never close.
No, does he ever hit the target even?
Yeah, they never seem to.
And there's not even any pressure on him. He's got to be stroking that way, and getting that on target. It has to be. There's no pressure on him there either.
He just never seems to hit the target.
I suppose it's that youthfulness again, isn't it? Raw in front of goals. I mean, how many times do we see that with some of our younger players? Just get too excited, You just need them to calm down in that moment. Think about their technique, and they'll score more goals then. With that, well, Robbie and Danzo both going for it. They're bored. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God, ref. You really giving that to Adeyemi? Oh, well done, Porro. Dortmund tried to go quick in behind there. Vicario moves it on to a doggy. Just give it into Spence. Spence, flick around the corner. Doesn't. Moves it back to Destiny. Now Destiny balloons it long. Come on, Dom. This is yours.
Dom. Good strength.
Keep going. Unlucky. Don't commit the foul. Well done. That's a sloppy ball. Well done, Danzo.
Bensabaini.
Who?
It's their left-sided center back. Oh, well done, Wilson.
Oh, just hold it, Porro. There we go. Beautiful. Come on, Wilson. Now you hold it.
Good defending there.
Yeah, slaughter back, not across quick. Spurs are struggling to get going a bit in this second half now.
Yeah, nothing's really happened for us.
The intensity has dropped a little.
Xavi Simmons, you would say. He had a good look there. Just completely spied it.
Bergval receiving.
No, this is not what we need.
Get Callum Olasesi warmed up.
Bergval, he's only just come back from injury, too.
Why is it? Is he ankle? Not good. Oh, it's down the back of his Achilles. Lovely. That's a sore one, that. So boring when these players are down for a long time. Seriously though, guys, I would like to see us up the ante a little bit in the second half and press for 3 and 4 here. Goal difference could be absolutely crucial come last game of the group.
It's that prick that's forcing him to get up.
Must have hurt you. I never hear you swear. You're hanging around me too much, Jacko.
It looks like he's in pretty severe pain. Pulling a Martinelli, that Dortmund player.
Tyler says they look tired. We're going to need the kids to finish off this game. But that's why we need the third, Tyler, because I think once you get the third, then, you'll see the kids come on. Then we've got Andrew says them Skittles are taking a battering. That they are, my man. I mean, it's not my fault they make them so good. So tasty. By the way, if you're going to hammer me on the Skittles, let me know what you rate the tropical Skittles flavor, my man, out of 10. Vic. Just give it into Xavi. Well done, beautiful. Right, Rami, move that on to Destiny. Vicario, on to Danzo. Oh, Lord Jesus Christ.
Well done, Wilson. Good hold that play, lad.
Come on, Dom.
Clears, maybe not the best clearance.
What's that centre back rolling around for? Seriously, what a gee bag! Get up. Nothing wrong with them. Wasting their own time at the end of the day, but Jesus Christ, I want more goals. While Berry is the best. You know what? I tried the Berry ones. I wasn't too enthused. I didn't think they were that great, to be honest. I do like the sour ones, though. They're good. $24C. I mean, I don't even know what he's gone rolling around for. I mean, there's absolutely nothing in that. You're absolutely spot on. Just get up, like. King Hoddle Spurs love affair at Europe is set to continue. That it is, my man. 24 games unbeaten now. If we see this one out.
I think we actually literally have one of the longest unbeaten runs in Europe.
Soon we'll start chanting, can we play you every week?
I think I could be wrong, but I think we do have one of the longest
It's gotta
unbeaten
be.
runs.
20 odd games,
Europe.
it's gotta be. I'd love Moani to come in and score today. Let's get him on.
Yeah, sour Skittles are definitely the ones I like. Lazy.
Yeah, they're unreal, lad. Nothing better than when you're lying in bed watching a movie or lying on the couch watching a movie and just get that hit with that sour. It's lovely. That and then a good chocolate bar. Beautiful.
Oh, we lost to PSG. Everyone seems to have waved that from their brain. That's right. The unbeaten streak is no longer the case.
No, but that wasn't at home. The beaten streak
at
that I'm
home.
talking about was at home in Europe.
Oh, I see.
23 games unbeaten at home in Europe. It's insane. Who's that warming up?
Should be Colomwani, you would expect.
I wonder, are they going to get someone on for Bergval here?
Bergval and probably Xavi Simmons, I'd say. And Solanke.
carrying
I mean,
up.
those are 3 substitutions he probably will have to make. Solanke, no way
Yeah.
he could play the whole 90.
Nah,
And
there's
then
no-
also
no.
Xavi Simmons, we know, is already in pain.
For a guy that's carrying a knock, he's fucking playing really
Yeah, he's
well
played
today.
great. He's played great.
Going through the pain barrier for Thomas Frank.
Long throw for Dortmund here.
Here we go. They're
Nothing's really
inspired.
happened in this.
Imagine being
Opening
inspired by
15
Tottenham,
minutes.
eh? Nah, it's been a dull opening 15 minutes of this half. Very boring, very stop-start. Long throw into the box.
Terrible
it's
long
not even
throw.
that long. It's shocking.
Shocking.
Bergval,
One
that's
of the
very
worst
long
long
throw.
throws I've
Come on,
ever
Xavi.
seen.
Go on, Xavi. Go on, Xavi. Keep going. Oh, that's a... If he could have carried on going to the keeper there, the keeper would have been... That was a shit pass back. It was bobbling everywhere.
And
Looking to
Richon
go over
goes
the top
long.
here.
Win
Come on,
this
Danzo.
dance. He's won everything
Well done.
tonight.
Yeah, he's won absolutely everything. Where's the midfielders, though, picking that up? I mean, Jesus Christ. Oh, he does Spence here.
Adeyemi.
Take him out, Destiny.
Well
Well
done, Destiny.
Brilliant defending. Yeah, Bergval's gone down again. He's gonna have to come off. Is this all it
Unai
says?
Byfield coming on.
Byfield.
Another center back.
Maybe Romero steps up into midfield. Jacka.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I could see that.
Ball in. Romero. Good clearance.
Good reading.
Unlucky Porro. Gonna have to get Bergval off. He's carrying a knock.
And probably, top of the box. Why are you letting that? Solanke, man, get a foot onto that. He also might be doing what Sean Maddox was talking about earlier. The more center backs have on, the more likely you are to score.
Very true. This kid is highly rated, though, as well, by the way.
He's
Unai
so
Byfield.
young. I mean, I think he's 17.
Let me have a look.
17, I believe.
"17 years. You're absolutely spot on, Jack.
Only just turned 17. He turned 17 in December. He's younger than Mikey Moore. It's absolutely massive for 17. Something's in the water.
Honestly, when I was that young, I swear we didn't. There was no kids around that like that size at that age. I swear. No, this guy's very, very highly rated. You know, a lot of people say he's one of the best players in Europe at his age and his position. Has Pedro Porro gone into midfield? He has, you know.
So then Byfield will
Go right
play
back.
a wing back.
Yeah, wing back. maybe that was just a positional switch and people filling in for people while the ball was in play. Let's wait and see.
We'll
But
see.
by the looks of it,
Niko Kovac moving around his magnets. They swung it out wide. Danzo.
free kick out. Well, what a night this is for Janai Byfield, 17 years old,
Yeah,
making
getting a lot of
debut in the
minutes in his
Champions
legs.
League.
Over
Debut in the Champions League. You couldn't write it. As a young lad, that's a fucking dream.
He's about to have 30 minutes too, which is...
Yeah, a good period of time. You're right, Jack.
They've taken off Adeyemi and they put on Fabio Silva, if you remember him, the former Wolves striker.
Yeah, I was about to say, is that him?
And
How's he
then
getting on out there? He was useless in the Premier League.
he was useless in the Premier League. He did all right at Rangers. And then I think he's gone to Dortmund, actually, for a decent amount of money, surprisingly. And then they brought on Charlie Chukwuemeka, the Chelsea and former Aston Villa player.
Yeah, so it does look like Pedro Porro's gone into midfield by the looks of it, and July Byfield's gone out to
oh,
right
lovely from Solanke.
right wing back. Move that on. Here we go. Let's see how good he is on the ball. Good touch. Good pass. Oh, good touch. Go on, Rami.
It'd be interesting to see Pedro in the middle.
Yeah,
He's the
especially
biggest-
his passing range. If
Yeah,
you get a bit of space.
Well done, Pedro.
Well done. Good pressure.
Good
Go on, Xavi.
touch from
Go on,
Xavi
Xavi.
Simmons.
Look at
Just a little behind Solanke.
Rudiger was gone there if we could get that out of our feet. Jez has been a dull second half. It has been boring, but I'll take it 2-0 up. Byfield wins the header.
Big header from Byfield.
Rudiger. Play it back to him.
Good
Well
hold
done.
up play from
Kid is
over there.
looking comfortable enough, you know. He doesn't look shaky. Sometimes kids can look shaky when they come in. He doesn't. He looks comfortable. He's not erratic on the ball, if you know what I mean. But that's one of his best traits, a lot of people say about him. You know, he's very, very good on the ball.
Foul on Danzo.
Skunkworth says Solanke is knackered.
Yeah.
I'd look at maybe getting in the Mawani now or Scarlett.
Mwani would be hungry to score, you'd imagine, too.
You'd hope so.
G&D wants Solanke subbed off. Get in there.
Byfield steps in. That's good touch around the corner from Hotspur.
Destiny.
Udogie.
Into Xavi. Good
Oh,
turn
good. He
by
lets it
Xavi.
beat him as well. That's brilliant from Xavi. Play Spence now.
Two in front of him. Well done. What a challenge.
That was unbelievable, Xavi, the way he let that ball just run. You know, brilliant.
And how many tackles has he had tonight?
Yeah, he's been exceptional out of possession. But you know what? That was when we signed him, you know, that was one of my big things that I went looking for. You know, what's he like out of possession? Because, you know, usually with playmakers and all, usually they're a bit lazy and other people have to pick up their slack. And I was surprised to read that nearly everyone said, you know, out of possession, this kid works hard. Size of Byfield for his age, honestly, I can't get over it. Porro. Onto a doggy. Back to Porro. Oh, the bird, that's sloppy.
Byfield has become the youngest ever Champions League player, I would imagine, for Spurs at 17 and 45 days.
Insane.
I'm not sure if he's the youngest ever, though. I think there have been some 16-year-olds.
There's going to be a lot of women hitting up his phone later.
There's space for Mwani to run in behind this game, says Tyler. I would agree.
Yeah.
think Solanke is starting to tire. Just looks a bit of a yard off it in some of his pressing.
Well done, Romero. Well won. Go on, Byfield. Well
I feel
done.
two
kid.
good challenges there. John. Anton.
Romero.
Oh, dangerous. Did well, Romero. Vicario swings it out wide to Jedi.
Back to Vicario. On to Danzo. Danzo, good ball into Porro. Porro.
Or sees a
Shit.
ghost. Sees Odebear's ghost on the touchline. It's coming down the rain.
Yeah, it's chucking it down. "68 minutes on the clock. Spurs are just managing this game now. Game management here.
Good pressure. Come on, Gray. Too much. Well done. Bring that down, Xavi. If he brings that down, you have a good attack there. Destiny Udogi's also had a very solid game defensively tonight. Kolomwani is coming on. Hide your eyes, Soren. Cover your eyes. Kolomwani's coming on. Incredible finish from Dominic Solanke. Absolutely meant it. The real striker's finish. Thomas Frank will probably feel justified, though, in his decision to leave Matisse Tell on the bench, even though it did seem harsh. He's gone with Solanke tonight. Solanke scored a goal.
Yeah. Vindicated, I suppose.
Yeah. Classic heel-to-heel goal finish, says Lazy. Exactly.
Clear that, Rummy. Well done.
Man on, Pedro. Man on, you dolt. Daniel Larson saying Solanke was doing his best impression of Richarlison, but he actually scored. Does Solanke's goal count as 3 touches in the box for stat padding, says Stevie Frazier. That's funny. Come out, Vic. Come out, Vic.
Well done, Vic.
Spurs leading an attack here. Can he find Xavi Simons' destiny?
I'll put it in behind. Put it in behind.
Good touch by Xavi.
Play Mwani. Mwani, get on
Pedro.
Good
out
ball.
wide to Odebear. Odebear, time
Come on,
and space.
Wilson.
Make the magic happen, Wilson.
Come on, Free Willy.
Good
Pulls it
pass.
back.
Have a hit.
Dougie.
Xavi.
Simmons.
Have a hit.
Xavi. Xavi. Oh, saved. He's got to go across goal there. He's enjoying himself tonight. Look at that.
It was really good touches from Xavi Simons. It's just the finish. Maybe he's just got to absolutely just roof it if he can.
Yeah.
Because he kind of hits it right at the keeper. Yeah, good save still, but he hits it right at the goalkeeper.
Low and hard across goal there. That's where he's got to go.
Really good play from Wilson again, though, to pick out that pass to Destiny Udogi.
Yeah.
Got Junai Byfield in the box. Can he grab a goal?
It'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
If he were to score, he definitely would be one of the youngest goal scorers ever.
Yeah, for sure.
Not even Spurs, just Champions League.
Back post Romero! Did that come off the post or did he save that?
The Ron Bomber nearly put one in again.
Going for the double.
Snuck towards the back post.
Unlucky.
Looked like that was on target.
Yeah, unlucky.
Looked like the goalkeeper saved it. Come on, Colo. Pressure, boys. Wow, what a chest from Romero. What a touch.
Back to Vicario.
Well done, Vic.
Vicario moves it on to a doggy.
Dusty. Poor from Jed. Well done by Xavi again. Oh, lovely turn. Tonight. Lovely feet. Xavi Simons, class. Pedro.
Onto Destiny. Back to Romero. Spurs just managing this out now for the next 15. Porro. Integrate. Back to Porro. Moves it on to Danzo. Good ball.
Challenge.
Gray could have shown a bit more intensity to try and take that with him. Oh, well done, Porro. Do you know what? Porro hasn't been bad stepping into midfield tonight.
No. It's the most likely or the most obvious decision, I would say, for who you had to force in there, because Pedro is supposed to be one of the better ones on the ball anyways. Yeah. And under Ange, he played inverted most of the time too, which is practically like playing in midfield sometimes in possession.
Yeah.
We did so much inverted fullbacks that they almost were like midfielders. Another substitution for Dortmund. They're bringing on Maximilian Bayer. He's good. They've taken off a fullback and they put on another forward. Referee got smashed into Xavi Simons there. And Xavi Simons broke one of his communication devices, it looks like. Referee gave him a shoulder to shoulder.
Win that.
Oh, Destiny.
Playing inside. Moani. Spence.
Jed, get rid of it. Oh.
Keep going. Come on, Moani.
Come on, Colo.
Go on, Moani. Burn him on the outside now. Well done. Have a shot.
Got to shoot it sooner. Running at him with pace. He's just got to shoot it sooner. Open up your body. Try to hit it with the right.
You can see what he was trying to do. He just didn't execute it as well as he could have.
There, here though. I mean, he's just got to right there. He just had to open it on to his right.
He took an extra two. Right there. You're right. Take it inside. I think that player tracking back maybe
it's good defending.
Made him think a little bit differently. So strong from Danzo there. Brilliant. The guy's like a fucking
he's
machine.
had the best game defensively, Danzo. He's just won everything tonight.
He's won everything, and then Romero's just been the sort of calm, taking things down on the chest and stuff like that. They made a very good partnership there tonight.
Good ball from Kevin Danzo, to be fair. And channeling his inner Romero.
Oh, come on, Simmons. Let's go now. Let's break.
Oh, lovely.
Brilliant.
Find Wilson.
What a ball.
Get there.
Come on. Come on. Colo. Oh. Colo. There was me arguing with Soren for you earlier on, and you've really let me down.
Surprised the goalkeeper didn't come out and claim that. Looked like he easily had it.
I just don't know why he didn't fucking round him there.
Oh, Colo!
Oh, good ball back to Spence. Get out his way. Let him shoot, Xavi.
Xavi getting in his way, man. Why did he run across him?
Colo's got around the keeper there. He's got to. The keeper's so far off his line. Just put it by him. You're running the
however you
forward
want.
rush.
You just
You
got to
get
put
there.
that in the back of the net. Got to put that in the back of the net. However
Oh,
you want.
so frustrating. Romero. Porro. He's offside, is he? Oh, Jet Spence isn't. Oh, what play by Jet Spence. Does well to make up the ground and pick up a throw in there. 12 minutes to go. We need the third so we can get on some more youngsters. What a ball that is from Xavi Simons for Colin Mawani. He's just got around the keeper. Take a touch and he's in.
I feel.
Udeber. On the Porro. Good ball inside the Xavi.
He's expecting
It's
a run.
not a bad idea.
He's expecting a run from Colo. This is Bayer. Finds Chukwuemeka. Danzo does well to push him out. Love that from Danzo.
Oh, come on, Mawani.
Sits him down.
One lucky.
Pedro, he misses the challenge there.
no.
Bellingham. Romero.
Oh,
closing
well
down
done,
Silva. Well
Destiny.
done by Romulus.
Mawani, get on the move, man. You're just standing there. Get on the move.
Wilson.
Oh, come on, Wilson.
Come on, Free Willy.
Come on. I might watch that tonight, actually. It's a good movie, that.
Oh,
Spence, good control. Unlucky. That's it. Keep the pressure on. Ah,
Fabio
brilliant
Silva
from Jed.
down there.
Wilson Odeber.
he's toying with him.
Oh,
Jesus
Lord.
Christ,
oh
man.
my
Xavi Simons, for how
God.
creative he is.
He
his
does
shooting
everything,
is
but
awful.
yeah, he does everything. But
His shooting might be the worst in the whole team.
I
mean, we think Kolomwani's shooting is bad. This guy, I mean, holy nuts.
Come on, Spurs. Let's go and get a third.
You're shit. It's one of the best. Sean Maddox saying Odebear was giving him some banter for that shot. Pretty funny when it's coming from Odebear, too, who also struggles to get it on target.
Oh, well done, Porro.
Byfield struggling there to get under control. Good
Well done, Danzo.
composure
He's
from
been
Danzo.
fucking exceptional tonight. Oh, and then he does that.
He's been silky.
Yeah. Byfield down the line to Mawani. He's got it. That ours? No, Jesus. Switch of play here. Can Destiny Doggy deal with this? Get out, close him down. Well done, force him backwards. Have Dortmund even had a shot on our goal yet, Jack?
They had the free kick.
So that's about it, really. Shows how good the boys have been defensively.
They've had 3 shots total.
But Vicario hasn't been tested, really, has he? Which is good. Eight minutes to go. It's a long ball in behind. Overrun. Gone out for a Tottenham goal kick. Come on, Spurs. Let's go and get a third here now. Dortmund players sitting there with blankets on the bench. Oh, my God. No wonder why they're not winning. blankets on a bench.
It's colder in Dortmund than London, you would think, too.
I've never seen the likes of it. Honestly, if I was a manager, I'd whip that shit away straight away.
It's cold in Germany. I feel like it's colder than London.
Like, honestly, what are they at? A fucking spa? Did you think they were coming to a spa day or something?
I mean, to be fair, there is probably a spa in the away dressing room, to be fair.
Yeah, well, that's true.
There's probably a pedicurist.
Hairdresser, manicure, pedicure, plunge pool.
The only difference is the home team gets more than one pedicurist, and then the away dressing room only gets the one to make them feel really uncomfortable.
What a challenge there from Byfield. They've hardly given that against him, surely not. Oh my God, he's won the ball! "24 beats. Are you sure you're not me, my man?" We always say the same things at the same time. What's a ball in behind? Go on, Rami. Well done. Good ball into a doggy. Back to Rami. Oh, Lord. Sloppy. He took his eye off that, Romero. Gone out for
1-1 with PSG. That could help us out.
Let's have a look at that. I'll have a look at the Champions League table as it stands.
That could actually really help us out.
Well, as it stands, with the way results are going,
yeah, we're level with PSG.
Fifth level with PSG.
They're higher on goal difference, but...
And then Atletico and Liverpool play tomorrow in Atlanta, so they're the only other three teams.
And
so
the Man City result really helped us. The Man City one really helped us, so thanks to Bodo Glimt.
Real Madrid are winning 6-1 against Monaco. Fucking hell.
Clear. Danzo, what a clearance. Win this. Oh, Romero getting in his way, man.
5 minutes to go. Rummy. Starting to get a little bit sloppy, Romero, in the last couple of minutes. Doggy, good ball down into Pedro Porro. Or Simmons, even. Simmons a bit overcooked. Ref, come on. They've sent him flying. It's not an aquaplane we're playing on. Come on now. Give the decision. That's it, Archie. Go on, rough him up, kid. Come on. Well done, kid. That's what I like to see. Brilliant from Archie. Take no shit. That's what I'm talking about.
Atalanta being in the top 8 is also a huge surprise.
Mark News says the Dortmund players are having a pajama sleepover. Honestly, they'll start hitting each other with fluffy pillows soon. Oh, well, that's dirty on Archie.
Look at that from Archie Gray. He's ready to square up.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Bit of fight about yourself. Stick up for yourself. Stand up for yourself. You've got to do that in football. Protect yourself. Brilliant from him. It's a ball over the top. Jed Spence picks up a throw in here for Tottenham.
On to Simmons. Get turned. Yes, Simmons. Run at him.
Go on,
Run
kid.
at him.
Go on,
Run
kid.
at him.
Go down.
Oh, unlucky.
Oh, Porro. Come on. How are you missing that? Ah, brilliant. Don't you dare, ref. That was in your fucking pocket, you prick.
No,
what is wrong with you, you dick?
No, ref. It's a clean.
I guess you're not allowed to win the ball anymore, Jack. I guess it's no contact.
Oh, it's the cleanest challenge all match.
What's that game you used to play in P? Tag rugby. We'll start putting tags in everybody and start pulling them as we run around. Fucking ridiculous. That's a shocking decision by the ref. I don't care for 2-0 up. Shocking. Skunk Works. Is it safe to leave the bathroom? Yeah, you can come out now and sit down in front of the telly, my man.
Basically, as it looks, if we pick up,
beat Frankfurt,
there's a chance we could finish in the top 8, even if we just picked up a point against Frankfurt. There's a chance. We would need some other results to go our way. We need some other results to go our way, but
even if we lose and results go our way, you just got to be in there, you know? Give yourself the chance. Brilliant. Like you said, a point should probably secure it for us. Oh, that's too easy. No. Well done, doggy. Brilliant defending. Switched on there. Oh, and he carries it.
Gives it away.
Doesn't have the right foot, though. It's a ball towards back post. It's over hit. It's gone out for a corner or a goal kick to Tottenham. 3-4 minutes to go here plus stoppage time. Someone says take a doggy off. I can't take him off. It's not his fault. He doesn't have the right foot.
Get on me.
Get on me.
You can hear it from the Spurs fans.
Can you? Go on, Jed. Go on, Jed. Go on, Jed. Unlucky.
Unlucky.
That's where Porro could never be a centre midfielder. He's too small in the air.
Well done, Arch.
Well done, Gray. Do him again. Do him again.
You say that,
What?
and then there's Luka Modric.
Yeah, true. True. What do you make of the tactic to clearly just sort of manage out the 2-0 lead, Jack, rather than go for the kill?
I'm not surprised.
You upset by it? Angry? Happy with it?
I'm not necessarily upset by it, but I'm just not surprised.
Frustrating, I would say, is probably the right word for me. You're showing 10 men respect. I mean, but we'll take the 2-0.
It could be the case. It's just with all the injuries, too. It's just maybe the players
Maybe they don't have
themselves
the legs
might
to
even
push.
be a bit tired. You know, they put in a
Fair
lot of
point.
effort in the first half, and then they're starting to drain in the second.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Ah, well done,
Good
Adobe.
strength by
Sticking past.
Udogie.
Ah,
strength.
Rami couldn't help it. He loves it. Brilliant. Doggy squaring up to the ref there. Madman.
Well, he's probably still livid about that clean challenge he had earlier.
Yeah. Brilliant from Destiny. 5 minutes added on. Oh, my God. I don't think anyone wants to be out there any longer than they have to tonight with the rain. Just end it. People are saying the ref's a joke. He's had a pretty shocking second half.
Woo! That was Dortmund's best chance. Schlotterbeck wins the header pretty much right at Vicario, but he did have to make a jumping save. That was their best chance of the evening.
Good save from Vicario.
Did not need that to go in. We did not want to have a nervy end to this game.
Oh, just deal with this. It's not even on the line, ref. Get him and make sure that's touching the white line. It's not touching. He's delivered it in. Romero.
Does a really good job clearing it.
Go on, Shabby.
Play
Hold it now. Hold it.
play him.
Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Play Porro. There we go.
Porro!
Pedro Porro's in here. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro. Oh, my God. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my fucking Lord
You
Jesus
absolute
Christ.
useless.
Oh, my God. Holy shit. What
How
is
long
wrong
did
with
you need, man? How long do you need?
That's shocking.
How long did you need, Pedro?
That is shocking. And then he tries to dive for the penalty as well, which makes it worse.
We've had two clear-cut chances to get a
Could be
third.
four earlier.
Colomboani and Porro.
Yeah.
Both should have gone in the back of the net.
Ugh.
Inexcusable not to put away those two chances. It's not like we've had a plethora of chances in the second, but I mean, those are just two moments there that just need to go in the back of the net. And it's in the box. Danzo, once again, what a performance.
Put him in for man of the match, Jack.
I would definitely put him in there. I think you got to go Odebear. Probably Udogie as well.
You got to put Simmons in there, surely, as well.
Romero did score the goal. Would you put him in the? Yeah, I'd probably put Simmons in. Oh my God, Pedro, that was pathetic. How long did he want? He looked up for so long to think about where he wanted to shoot it that he actually didn't see where the ball was rolling. He lost track of where the ball was.
So I've got Danzo, Xavi, Simmons. Who else we putting in there? Udebur, he's got 2 assists.
Whatever, I mean, 100%.
And then Spencer Udogie, really, or Romero.
I mean, Romero scored, but I do feel like Udogie had an incredible match, as well as Spence. I'd probably go Spence or Udogie, maybe leave Romero out as much as Romero has had a good game.
He's been sloppy the last 5 minutes, I suppose. So, your pick, Jack, your call, Udogie or Spence?
I'll go Udogie.
Okay.
But I feel bad for leaving Spence out.
Can I add a 5th option? Let me see.
I don't think you can.
No, fuckers. What?
Lazy 8 with a funny question. He's saying, when was the last time we even had a man of the match poll?
Well, I gave up after the start of the season, Nick, because it's been that dreadful.
End of ends in the stadium, so is Conor Gallagher.
Start poll. It's up, guys. Get your votes in on who you think is the man of the match. Kevin Danzo, Xavi Simmons, Wilson Odobert, Destiny Udogie. Carry on, start fucking about with it, man. Danzo. Good ball over the top for Xavi. Can he get his head up?
What a ball from Danzo. Well done by Xavi. Odobert, can he get a 3rd assist? Jesus, Pedro. Way.
Back to Vic.
Way.
Pumps it long. Vic wants another goal. That's it, surely. Yes, come on.
Much needed win. Champions League hopes are very much still alive.
PSG are losing, so that puts us 4th now, Jack, in the Champions League table.
They're
if results
losing.
stay this way. Yeah, they're losing Sporting 2-1.
Wow. That really helps. Both Man
Sporting
City
now,
and PSG dropping points is huge.
Sporting now climb into into 6th. So Tottenham are in 4th as it currently stands, unless PSG maybe clamber back and get a point from Sporting. But, you know, huge night for the football club in terms of a chance to get outside the top 8. Jack, means it's all down to the Frankfurt game. Is that next week? Let me check the fixtures.
Really comfortable performance, though, which is nice to see. I mean, we've had just so many just shocking affairs. This was a really comfortable game, pretty much from minute 1. It felt that way. Yeah, Eintracht Frankfurt next week on Wednesday.
And you'd like to think, you know, with a point should probably be enough to see us through, because all them teams, you know, aren't going to win that game. So you'd like to think, to your point, Jack, you know, earlier, that maybe a point would see us through inside the final 8, which means then we do avoid the qualifying round, which gives us a bit of extra breathing space with some of them big fixtures now coming up in February. But look, it was a good performance tonight. Easy night tonight, really. Let's be brutally honest about it. Once we went 2 up, Dortmund never really tested us, which is good to see. Sort of just managed out the game from there. Didn't really give them any space to play into. You know, just sort of, you know, kept everyone behind the ball, really. Made it tight and difficult to break down. Could have caught them with another 2 goals on the counter if we had better finishing from Awani and Pedro Porro. But all in all, considering the state we came into this game in terms of, you know, it was do or die for Thomas Frank. That's the way the media sort of put it out there. The amount of injuries we carried, I think everybody, manager, players, I think they all deserve a bit of credit tonight with the pressure that they were under to step up and deliver and then give us a chance to get out inside the top 8, 4th in the Champions League table tonight. Well done, everybody. Good performance. And it's exactly what we needed tonight, Jack. And hopefully we can double down and build off the back of it against Burnley now at the weekend.
I mean, it was a do or die game for Thomas Frank and for these players and just this season in general. We now actually have something to be looking forward to. The Premier League has just been a complete shit show. The domestic league in general, just cups, everything. It's all been a shit show. But the Champions League has been, weirdly enough, you know, where we've seen our best performances from the team this season. And this goes down as another one of them. This one was just quite easy, quite comfortable from Spurs. Very professional for the most part, too, considering that they did have a lot of injuries and a lot of tired players, a lot of players that probably were feeling pretty off of it, with some of the recent performances that happened, quite dreadful. So they really stepped up tonight, and I felt pretty comfortable throughout the game. Even from the get-go, it did look like, it seems like we're up for this game. It seems like we have a good chance of winning this. That was even before the red card. The red card was fortunate because I think it just allowed us to not have to really work as hard, considering, again, we had so many injuries. We have so many players that are ineligible to be picked for the Champions League. We probably wanted to have to run as little as possible, and I think that's what helped too, the red card. But even with the red card, I had faith that we were going to win this game, probably by a similar scoreline, probably by 2-0 really. So it's a really comfortable, very professional evening from Spurs. Really good performances from certain individuals, mostly a team performance still at the end of the day, but a really good performance from guys like Odebear. I thought Danzo really stepped up tonight. He's once again shown that he can be relied upon in these type of games when you have someone missing. I thought he was just exceptional. Didn't put a single foot wrong. Romero will always seem to find a goal under Thomas Frank because he is probably going to be one of our top goal scorers in this system and with this manager. Thought as well Xavi Simons has weirdly reserved his best performances for the Champions League. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe it's more time and space. Sometimes maybe lesser caliber opposition. I guess too, like in the Champions League, you're going to get maybe some more foul calls than maybe you would in the Premier League since it's not nearly as physical. But Xavi Simons, once again, had a great performance in Europe. Udogie, kind of a welcome sight to see him come back into the team. Thought he was really solid, really good defensively. He's kind of like him and Danzo. I just felt like, not sure if any of them lost a single duel or a single challenge in the game. They just mopped up everything really well and tidily. Just really good performances all around, but definitely some individual ones worth praising, like Odebear's, like Xavi's, like Udogie's, and like Danzo's too. And it was nice to say that Vicario was not busy at all tonight, really.
We've kept every game in Europe, we've kept a clean sheet, unbeaten at home in Europe. And, to add to your great analysis there, Jack, Janai Byfield, young 17-year-old, making his debut for Tottenham Hotspur. And I know he didn't have an awful lot to do, but sometimes when you see a youngster come on, they're a bit cagey in possession. He wasn't, and he got stuck in as well, which was good to see. So all in all, a very thoroughly sort of professional job. Don't get me wrong, would I have liked to sat here and gone and get 3, 4, and 5 and maybe press the issue and go and feel your boots? Yes. But I think you made a great point, sort of counterpoint to me, Jack, where with the injuries, the amount of games and the legs and stuff like that, maybe it is just best to sort of see it out, and look to hit them on the counter. And at the end there, I suppose we could have nicked another 2 if Porro and Moani had found their shooting boots, So all in all, professional job, good job done. And, it means then it staves off the Thomas Frank managerial sack talk, up until the weekend at least. And then we'll take it from there. But all in all, a very good win. And, I speak for most fans. I don't think anyone really wanted to lose tonight. Everyone wants to get out inside that top 8. It means our season is prolonged that little bit further. It gives us something to look forward to. We just gotta get the result against Frankfurt next week, and then we're home and hosed into the top 8, which is, a good Champions League campaign. But then it just begs the question: if we could just muster something in the, if we can now put together and muster something now in the Premier League, we are only 3 or 4 results put together, really sort of getting back up there and putting pressure on them European spots. And it starts with Burnley on the weekend. And I would also hope that Thomas Frank has learned from today that you don't need to be so pragmatic or scared at home. We went after them from minute 1, man-to-man, footballing sort of, and we took the game to them. And we absolutely ripped them apart. Either of their wing-backs couldn't handle our wingers. We scored 2 goals, and the rest of the game was easy. And I want to see more of that at home from this team and from Thomas Frank. Be more braver at home, and the rewards will come. Fortunes favour those who are brave. And that's exactly what happened tonight. So more of that. But all in all, thoroughly professional job.
Yeah, thoroughly professional. I agree. Jerome with the super chat from earlier saying that was a very professional performance from the boys tonight. Yeah, I agree, Jerome. I think the only thing I can say is it would have been nice to have seen more attacking football in the second half. I'm just going to give them the benefit of the doubt and the excuse that a lot of these guys are tired and that you probably know that they have a game on the weekend already. They have only so many players available, and they really did seem to go for it in the first half. Even before the red card, they were pressing really high. They were working really hard off of the ball. They showed a lot of attacking intent in the first half that maybe they kind of tired themselves out for the most part, and it was hard to replicate some of that play going into the second half. Maybe it would have been nice to at least seen a bit more possession. I kind of just kill them with passing, kill them with sort of, recycling a possession, because Dortmund, really clawed back the possession numbers, in the second half. I think we finished only with 53% possession or something like that in the second half. So that kind of shows that, to maybe what Dave was kind of pointing out, that even though Dortmund didn't really threaten that much, they were kind of getting back into the game where they weren't just being dominated. They did kind of get their foot on the ball a bit more. So that was maybe a slight criticism. I'm just going to give them the benefit of the doubt, Jerome, that they were probably tired and they kind of knew that the game was done. It was just sort of about seeing it out. But yeah,
Energy.
in a way, that's a version of saying professional. I guess that's why we call it a professional performance. Sometimes a professional finish to the game isn't always the most glamorous or isn't always the most exciting to watch, but I did not feel uncomfortable at any point. No. It's not like Dortmund threatened at all in the second half, despite having more possession.
But Vicario only had that save to make right at the end from that header. Apart from that, they offered absolutely nothing. But I think you were right in terms of that red card sort of changed the game, made it a hell of a lot easier for us in that regard. And, like I said, Jerome, I would have liked more goals, but I think, at some point you got to manage, today, I'm looking at the game in isolation. I'm going, go for them. Let's go and get 3 and 4 and 5 and really sort of feel the boots, feel the confidence, and let's kick on. But, when Jack mentioned the point, and you think back to the grueling fixture list we've had and stuff like that, and the games we still have to come up, I suppose at some point you do have to manage the game, manage your fitness levels. And when you've got players carrying knocks and stuff like that, rather than
a lot of players,
having them being smashed into and stuff, maybe it was the best option tonight so that we can get a proper 11 out against Burnley on the weekend.
Yeah. Everybody. I mean, it's just nice to not have to be in complete dismay and disarray after some of the recent results. To be perfectly honest, it feels like we're in a good position here. Lazy 8 saying one more decent signing, we could be winning this bitch. another
I see a lot of people saying we're winning it.
Yeah,
we're winning the Champions League.
You hope so. Ease, says Simon Coley. I mean, it's a huge win. I mean, Dortmund are good. They're the second best team in the Bundesliga this season. Niko Kovac has done great by them. I think we're going into this on like a 7 or 8 game unbeaten run for the most part too. So it's not like this was a team that we've come up against that's out of form or anything like that. We also just from the beginning, I think we were outplaying them just from the get-go, and we made them look pretty average, to be honest.
And at the end of the day, I think if someone said to you 2-0, you would have snapped their hand for it off at the start of the game with the crisis we were coming into this. And all of a sudden now, 1 win, crisis is averted for a little while, and hopefully now, the club sees upon this opportunity, look to use this opportunity to bring in another couple of players, and then hopefully we can back it up against Burnley on the weekend and then finish off the job against Frankfurt next week.
Yeah. And then also Solanke's first start, says Ed Sweeting since 25th of May last year. That's crazy. Yeah. I mean, Kulusevski, him and Madison have just been gone for forever. He's saying he needs a lot of praise for that performance. He always improves us in the attack, and he's got a goal. I just think sometimes his goal scoring instincts can be a little bit off, Solanke, but he does work exceptionally hard off of the ball. And then I do like that he's a guy that you can trust to pass the ball into with his back to goal, and he's able to take care of it and is able to be quite tidy with it.
Do you know what I liked about Solanke today, actually looking at him? He got himself free in the box. You look at Mwani, you look at Richarlison, often they're not free. He got himself free in the box. How many times did he take stuff down and lay it off to people and that today? A couple of times there in the box. I like that from Dominic Solanke. And look, to be fair, I wasn't expecting anything from Dominic Solanke after being out for nearly a year and a half through injury and stuff like that, So fair play to him. It's not a bad return for him today. He got very, very fortunate with his goal, though. I think what he tried to do is actually flick the ball in, catch the keeper off. Then it comes off his back, off his standing leg, back off his other leg, and then eventually rolls in. But sometimes that's the luck you need. And hopefully, Dominic Solanke's got that sort of goal in him now. And then hopefully now he can kick on and start providing a few more. Because we need him. Look, Richarlison is out now until the end of the season, more or less. Mwani, I mean, look, I tried to defend him in the pre-match build-up, but I look like an idiot now, especially off that missed chance. I mean, he tried to go through the keeper's legs, I understand it, but you got to go around him. So we do need one of these strikers to step up and score goals. And I think by him scoring today, he probably starts against Burnley on the weekend now.
Yeah, I think it's a choice between him and Kolo Muani. I think with Solanke, he's probably just got to start since he scored. he still does look a little bit rusty to me. But it was not really a performance I can really criticize for someone that is just coming back. I mean, Ed Sweeting to say that May 25th, the last time that he played for Spurs, and started a game, you have pretty low expectations if that's the case. Like, this is a guy just straight up getting back into the flow of things for the most part.
Listen to this first stat, Jack. Spurs are the only team this season in the Champions League not to concede a goal at home.
That's I actually forgot that we haven't actually. That's amazing how many clean sheets we've had at home. I mean, as much as Thomas Frank has really shit the bed so far this season, what is funny is we've already definitely had more clean sheets under Thomas Frank than we ever have under Ange Postecoglou. It's just only we scored more and held on to more results. Dropkick Your Teacher saying member for 15 months would be 2 wins if this is Frank's last game. Come on, you Spurs. It's just what was weird though, Artisty, is that some of the rumors, and I mean, who's to know? A lot of these journalists, right? They're only speculating. They pretend as if they have this inside knowledge. Plenty of times they don't. They just are acting as if they do, and they come from this background and this authority as if, they know exactly what's going on inside the dressing room and inside the club. I wonder how many of them actually do know what's been going on with Vinay and Johan Lange, because especially since Johan Lange has come in, a lot of the time they have just been wrong about a lot of the stuff inside the club and a lot of the rumors in general with players or whatever it's been. I wonder just with Thomas Frank, if they're just kind of at the stage of if he basically goes on another, or he already is on a losing streak, but if he did lose this game and if he lost to Burnley, I'm pretty sure they would pull the trigger. I do wonder if after winning this game, they are just going to keep kicking the can down the road with him. I don't think he should be in charge, but I also am not going to criticize him tonight because I think he got everything right at the end of the day tonight. So I'm not going to beat up on him too much.
Look, it was similar to Ange Postecoglou. The European run gave him that stay of execution, and I think it will be the same with Thomas Frank. And as well, I think with the amount of injuries we're carrying right now as well, unless it is an interim looking for an opportunity, what permanent manager is going to sign on mid-season with this shit and all the injuries and everything else? So I think when you look at it like that, and you look at Vinay, who doesn't have a reputation of pulling triggers on managers, I think, this keeps Thomas Frank in the job for the Burnley game at least. Don't win that, though. You might see the Frankfurt game, and then after that, they might make a change. So it'll be interesting.
That was a great stat earlier from Paul Connor, by the way, that you mentioned there, Dave. 24Z saying, guess what? It's still time to go. Simon Coley, thank you for the support, man. Gamer Smurf, good to see you. He had a great performance. Xavi, I agree. Shawnee Maddox saying, I do feel like we wasted a lot of chances, though, today. Hopefully, goal difference doesn't end up hurting us. I mean, you are right, Sean. We didn't create a ton of great moments, or we created 2 really great moments in the second half with the likes of Pedro Porro and Kolo Muani, but we didn't really pepper them in the second half as much as we did in the first. But those 2 chances that Kolo Muani and Pedro Porro had, those should be in the back of the net. There's no excuse for that. You couldn't say that the goalkeeper did well or anything like that. Those are goal-scoring opportunities that you have to put away almost every single time, really. Those should have been put in the back of the net, and we didn't. Once again, Sean, we're lucky that our defenders are so good at scoring because our attackers just seem to struggle to put in the back of the net. Fazzy Radfar. Yeah.
I was just going to say, Jack, I also do think Christian Romero deserves a lot of credit tonight. At the end of the day, I did say coming into this game, we need a huge night from the captain, to be able to corral the troops, motivate the troops to try and go and get the job done. And he done that today. But not only that, he scored the first goal to set us on our way. This guy has had a lot of criticism from Spurs fans this season. A lot of questions around his captaincy, this, that, and the other. But tonight, he stood up when we needed him most. He scored that goal and he sent us on our way tonight. So I think people should give him a lot of credit.
I agree. Fazzy Radfar saying, good win, but played counter-attacking versus 10 men in the second half. Yeah, Fazless, man, I could see why people would be frustrated with that. I'm just going to try to give them the benefit of the doubt. That just has to do with all the injuries and that they have a lot of games that they've already played and they have a lot of games upcoming. So it might have been the case that they tired themselves in the first half. And then the second half, they were just looking to sort of conserve and just hold on to what they had. And to be fair, Faz, like we just mentioned there with Sean Maddox, right? They did have 2 amazing opportunities to go 3 goals up, 4 goals up. And then we might have been thinking about it a little bit differently if that was the case, if we put away one of those chances. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt, but I could totally see how people would be dissatisfied or frustrated, like Dave mentioned
Yeah.
earlier, with how the second half went. I'm just gonna try. I'm not gonna. I mean, I've been beating up on Thomas Frank
No, but I think
and
that's
these
the
players a
logic.
lot, so I'm not gonna do it tonight. Maybe just out of sheer happy clappiness.
But
But
like, I
yeah,
wouldn't be surprised to see Thomas Frank asked about that after the game, and for him to give the exact answer that you did. To be fair, like, don't get me wrong, I'm as frustrated as anybody. You don't go on a kick on, but when you look at the situation, players carrying injuries, knocks, and stuff like that, I think Thomas Frank will probably answer the question the exact same way you did, Jack. And whether we like it or not, it's probably the smart play.
yeah. And like Faz, Chavi Simmons carrying a knock, Archie Gray carrying a knock. Bergvall had to be subbed off, which isn't good. Now we are literally down to only one midfielder available in the Champions League. It's not ideal. I think they did have to potentially just conserve energy for the most part.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you and Dave at the end. Dave Faz, I've had so many other days where I can beat up on Thomas Frank. This is not going to be one of them for me.
Yeah.
Tony Yolo saying, send Kola back to PSG. He's just not good, and start playing Dane Scarlett. I feel for Dane. I do feel for Dane because anytime he has come on, he's looked good. And Kola Moani, we did try to defend him today by saying, what real chances has he had? He did have an excellent one-on-one there and wasn't able to put it away. And he had another one where he was driving at the Borussia Dortmund defense and he looked sharp, like he looked scary in that, burst of pace that he had carrying the ball. And then he took it on to his left when he really just should have cut inside on his right to try to put it around the goalkeeper. So he doesn't look as sharp in front of goal as Richarlison or Solanke. And it's not like Richarlison or Solanke look that sharp in front of goal, but Colomwani somehow has looked even less sharp, which is, says a lot, to be honest, Tony.
Yeah.
What I will say, though, is I do like the threat and a pace that he offers, and sometimes I do like his link-up play more than the case of Richarlison, to be honest. But listen, I get why some people are frustrated. We'll call him Wani.
Yeah, I can understand it. But I think tonight is just one of them common sense. I think has to prevail at the end of the day on that.
Sean Maddox saying that's the problem is that when we sit back and counterattack, we could take all chances like that. If we were competent in the counter, Frank would be comfortable in the job. There have been games, though, Sean, when we've been sitting playing counterattacking football when we just shouldn't have been, right? There have been games at home where we've sat off teams when we really shouldn't have been. And I would agree with you that there have been plenty of games when we've been wasteful with some chances and wasteful with opportunities, but it's not necessarily the case all the time that I would say that. There are a lot of times when we kind of deserve to have lost or deserve to potentially drop more points. Like how many times did we get away with a draw or a win where we probably were actually kind of the worst team, to be honest. So I think where we are is kind of deserved, to be honest, Shawnee. I'm not sure if that's even what you meant by it, but just kind of giving my response to that. Diggers saying if we win against Frankfurt, we'll have full weeks of training available, perhaps a chance to even improve on the cohesion. I think he's left it a little too late, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, fewer games would really benefit us because, again, the injuries are just absurd. El Dante, member for 17 months, Flat Cap member. Come on, you Spurs. Rom Bomber, what a difference in the Champions League makes. I mean, we put in our best performance in the Champions League this season. Chavi Simmons has had his best performances in the Champions League. Some of the very rare attacking games that we've seen from Thomas Frank's teams have come in the Champions League. So it's just been a different case for us in Europe. It's been nice. Europe has been a welcome addition. Both last year, it was the only thing that we were clinging on to and looking forward to. And right now, that could be the case too.
Yeah, absolutely. If we could just sort out our domestic form, we'd be a good team.
Yeah. I mean, they show they can be good enough to dominate a Dortmund in the first half. It's just amazing that they just can't seem to replicate that against like relegation outfits in the Premier League. Like we're not even talking about top 5, top 6 teams. We're talking about West Ham's, Wolves, Burnley's, teams like that we've been struggling against. I'd like to think that Dortmund are a better team than Wolves or West Ham or sides like that. I'd like to think that, but somehow we seem to play worse against those teams.
But I do think it's because Thomas Frank knows them. He's not used to coming up against teams in Europe. So maybe he's not afraid to take the handbrake off a little bit. But, when he's coming up against teams in the Premier League, it's all he's ever known. It's all he's ever played against. And he shows them far too much respect. And if that changes going forward, I think then, he starts winning some fans around slowly and stuff like that. Someone like me will never forget him questioning my loyalty. I'll never forget it. I'll never forgive the guy, But at the end of the day, all Spurs fans have ever asked for is to have a go. It's all we ever want to see our team do. Like we're not naive enough or stupid enough to know we're not going to win every single game. We want to see our team have a go, and that's what we want to see more of from Thomas Frank. And if he does that, people shut up. People get behind it. People support, like he's been asking to do. So more of that moving forward. You know, the fact that like when we're like, you go back to some of the recent games, we've gone in at halftime, we've been losing. All of a sudden, we go out there, we go after them. We look so much better. Tonight, we went after Dortmund in the first half. Looked so much better. So start doing that moving forward. This team is built to go after teams, to play football, not to sit back like Floyd Mayweather on the ropes and counterpunch and everything else. This team is built to go after teams. So realize that and go after them.
I just think there are so many games where Thomas Frank has opted to sit back and be conservative when he just shouldn't have been. I think what the whole logic that a lot of people wanted Thomas Frank is that he would be good enough to know which games to sit back in where, you know what, this opposition, you're better off, you know, looking to hit them on the counter. You're better off looking to hurt them with set pieces, this type of thing. You know, the stuff that Ange was struggling to do, really. Ange just played the same way against every team, and sometimes that was to his own detriment. Yeah. But the only issue is that with Thomas Frank is that he hasn't shown that flexibility that everyone praised him for. He struggled to play attacking football in a lot of games, and then in games when he's opted to go defensive, it just totally wasn't the right choice and the right way to go about it. So that's just the thing. If he can, I'm not sure if he will, I'm only just speaking theoretically, but theoretically, if he could start to figure out which games he needs to play more attacking in, play more on the front foot, be pressing, and then other games where, you know what, this might be a better game to sit off the opponent, to look to sort of hit them on the counter in the transition, then I think he would be shown a lot of praise by Spurs fans.
Balance is what you're basically saying, Jack. A bit more balance with what he's doing.
He's just that was the whole thing with Frank, was that he was praised for that flexibility, that tactical flexibility, but he's not been able to show that. Like, he's gotten it wrong more times than he's gotten it right over the course of his time here. But hopefully he can do that damn soon. I mean, he's got to do it as soon as possible. But today he got it right.
Yeah,
I can't criticize the tactics at all today. He got the formation right. He got the pressing right. He did everything right. Substitutions were correct. I think bringing on Byfield was actually a smart decision. He brought off Solanke when he needed to. He did everything right tonight. So it's not a day where I can criticize him at all. If anything, I'm only going to praise him.
See, if you criticize him off the back of the day, then it's an agenda, right? You know, at the end of the day, praise where praise is due. You know, you got it. If he gets it right, you praise the guy, and if he gets it wrong, you hammer the guy, and that's just the nature of football. He deserves praise today. You know, deserves it. I think the big question Tottenham and the board have now is, because they've sort of painted out, you know, he'll definitely see charge of Brentford or of Dortmund tonight. Is, do they keep Thomas Frank in the hope that maybe this is the turning point, or do they still continue with maybe looking to sack Thomas Frank and replace him? It'd be interesting to see what the board do. But I think right now, I do think they'll keep hold of him now until Burnley, at least. Yeah, he's earned that state of execution. He's earned the next game.
C4 just taking some final comments, and we'll get out of here. C4 saying Frank beats Burnley and then 2 more wins, then we can start talking. I think that's, like I said, I'm going to praise him for this game, but I'm not going to really go much further as if like, oh, he deserves to still stay in charge. No. You know, I would be surprised if they did still sack him after this. Like, at the end of the day, I think they're only going to sack him once. Maybe Dave is right. Like, the chances of our European campaign being over, maybe that's when he probably is shown the door. But it's weirdly similar to the Ange Postecoglou situation.
The thing is, like, do you still believe Thomas Frank is the right guy long term? No, I don't. He still has a long way to go to prove that. But he won tonight.
Yeah. Frank B. Like says, Nick, maybe trying to score goals is a good way to go. yeah, maybe it could actually work out for you.
Big up, Nick.
I think we'll finish off there, though. Really do appreciate you guys. Good to see so many people in here. DJ AK, just saw you join the chat as well. Hopefully you're doing okay, Mr. Anthony. And thank you, everybody, for all the support. We'll be seeing you on the weekend, of course, for the game against Burnley. It is Burnley, but it is going to be an interesting game to see whether Thomas Frank is A, still on the job, but then B, if he can pick up another win, because then I wouldn't say the pressure would be off him, but at least, you know, you start to see, okay, maybe this team is actually hopefully not as terrible as we like to think that they have been, at least in the last couple of weeks. So looking forward to Burnley, more drama, more do or die type of situations, and we'll see you all next time, everybody. I think we'll hopefully be able to do the fan show tomorrow, and would love to have you guys come on and chat with us. And as always, come on, you Spurs.
And then panel show Thursday with the Kildare boys. Those who haven't checked it out yet, make sure you come in and check it out. I don't want to toot our own horn here, but it's an incredible podcast out on Thursday. So make sure you look out for that as well.
And I missed this, but big up to, I think this is Tal Ahmed, or it says Penguin as the username, but I'm pretty sure that's as Tal Ahmed, I believe,
Yeah.
right? Member for 37 months. And he's saying, been a crazy season so far, but come on, you Spurs. Always a crazy season with Tottenham Hotspur. Show me a normal season, Tal. Show me a normal season. When did we have a normal one?
Pochettino, I suppose, is the last normal campaigns we've had.
Yeah. All right, everybody. We'll catch you next time. Thank you for all the support today. Come on, you Spurs. Good to pick up a win finally.
Let's go. Come